playoffs.
Down the middle of the lane, takes it right to the rim and flushes.
KTFM Floresville. San Antonio's Sports Center.
San Antonio Spurs return to action tonight. They'll take on the Portland Trailblazers inside the Frost Bank Center. Tip-off set for 8:30. It will be televised on ESPN. Wemby and Steph Castle have officially been ruled out. Wemby's x-rays and MRI came back clean. He is considered day-to-day. Shams Charania reports the Spurs have confidence he will be able to play in one of the Spurs' final 3 games, and that would make him postseason award eligible.
Sports Center is brought to you by Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. BuyersBarricades.com.
Joe Reinagel.
That's the 3rd time in 7 seasons. The San Antonio Spurs are the NBA champions.
Jason Minix.
They go back to big day as Super Bowl champions. Dallas 52, Buffalo 17.
It's the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
On a hump day!
Hump day!
Hump day!
Hump day!
Happy hump day, everybody. Hope you're having a good one out there, however you're doing it. Whatever you're doing, thanks for spending some time with us on the Blitz, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I'm Joe Reinagel. He is Jason Minix, who I have found out today
What?
knows nothing about the game of golf.
Oh, please.
Absolutely nada.
What do you mean?
Nothing.
What do you mean? Do I pretend to know golf the way you do?
No.
But we're in a little pool on who's going to win the Masters, and you got to pick a guy from each tier. And I happen to pick a guy that plays on the Live Tour, and Reinagel lost his mind.
As I should, because those cheese balls know nothing about. That's exactly what I said, Pledge. Jason is like Brenda in accounting, who likes the color of their sweater or their bag or whatever.
I'll be 100% honest. I have no idea what sweaters they are wearing.
That's
true.
Pretty cool. Our buddy RJ OChoa, who will join us later in the show, just fresh back from Augusta, by the way. I'm jealous of that dude. He's got a pool every year that you pick 5 players from the tiers, and whoever obviously does better. But there's a tiebreaker at the end of it where you had to pick the winning score, what you think is the winning score, where the dude is from, what country, and has he ever been a major champion before or not?
And how the hell do I know that? I'm not, stalking these people. I don't know where they're all from, so I know, Reinagel went with Fleetwood, who's from England, so I put not England. And maybe. I was hedging the bet on whether they won a major or not, just to see if it would slide past RJ, just in case I'm in a tiebreaker, and he's like, what did you mean?
And you know what's going to happen is Minix is going to win the damn thing.
Damn straight I am.
He is Brenda in accounting. That's exactly
dude,
right.
I no shame, because honestly, how I picked my team, because he puts them in tiers, and someone oh yeah, this guy, yep. So I screenshotted the deal, turned the highlighter on, and went boop, 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 and that's how I picked my team.
You're going to win the damn thing. And
of course I am.
That's going to piss me off.
Well, what doesn't piss you off, Joe Reinagel? Yeah, grumpy grandpa.
Oh, that's exactly right.
Can we get this sunk into retirement now?
Oh, wait, you never know. You never know. No, welcome, everybody. And I don't know about you, but, I know a lot of you don't like golf or watching it on TV, but I tell you what, this week and this weekend fire me up. I love Masters Week. It is fantastic. Today's the par 3 contest is going on. One of those livers, Bryson DeChambeau, had Kevin Hart caddying for him today.
Well, that's typical live, isn't it? Wear shorts, have a comedian as your caddy.
Well, it looked like his kid.
Well, I mean, the bag is bigger than Kevin. Are you kidding?
Exactly right. It is. So they're having a lot of fun. I mean, Justin Thomas made a hole-in-one today, won a couple of $1,000. One from Jordan Spieth, the other from Max Homa. So he did the Johnny Manziel money sign when he made the hole-in-one.
Yep.
It was cool.
The Masters.
Yes. Hello, friends.
Hello, friends.
It's going to be fun,
That was actually
man.
pretty good, Joe.
Not bad, huh? Yeah. It's going to be fun, man. I can't wait. And
he also knows there's a ticklish little pitch coming up.
And that's going to happen, too, on many occasions this weekend. They will have a ticklish little bitch coming up.
Hello, friends.
Soon.
That's a great shot.
By the way, I just got a thing here that says happy 27th birthday to C.D. Lamb.
Wow.
He's 27. He's an old man.
Oh, stop.
Holy cow.
Stop.
27 years
27.
old. It's
You
going to
got
be a fun
excited
day.
like a friend of yours was celebrating something.
Well,
Can we get this sunk into retirement now?
Yeah, you old son of a. Mhm.
I don't celebrate birthdays anymore.
You don't?
No. It's just another day that ends in Y.
Another day that ends in Y.
That's it.
You celebrate like a sorority girl.
Well, I figure I don't know how many more I have left, so
Well-
I'm going to make the most of them while I've got the chance.
So in one sentence, I don't celebrate just a day that ends in Y. The other, I got to make the most of them.
Well,
right? I mean, again,
Sounds like one of his sports takes.
The sorority girl. I mean, what he says in the 3 o'clock hour could be different than the 5. You can go check the tape.
Well, it's just like the goofballs that do the mock drafts. You do about 20 of them, and one of them might be right.
Might be. All it takes is one team to screw up your mock draft.
That's all it
Then
takes.
you go all Joe Reinagel.
It is going to be a fun day. Not to mention, it's a hump day, so they're all fun. We're about to
Hump day.
slide into the weekend, Masters weekend at that. So looking forward to it. We got a lot to do today.
We do. And again, I mean, the Masters, it's on the TV. Boy, watching the crap TVs that we have here in the building makes you appreciate what you have at home. Because what I was watching this morning and on the box, the various options that you have, I can't wait for the weekend. Although, we've got to go to a wedding on Saturday.
What? Who the hell's having a wedding on Saturday?
Neighbor Hal's.
Oh,
kid.
okay. All right. Well, at least it's not football season.
It's not football season. And that's generally all I ask for. Although now the Masters is on. It's crazy. People are, and I hope he's not listening right now, but yeah. Although he's probably ready to pull his hair out too, as you get ready for throwing a wedding. But, man, I went to a wedding in January.
Yeah.
And that was planned perfectly because there wasn't anything on. There was like one playoff game and we were watching it on Pledger's phone. But it wasn't like there were a lot of other things I'd rather be doing, right? And not that I don't want to be at this wedding, but it's like all of a sudden, I've been invited to like 4 things on Saturday. I can't go.
So you're not coming out Saturday?
No, dude, I can't make it. I got to go to the wedding. Because the wife has told me we have to go to the wedding.
Ah, so the wife's coming into town.
Yeah, she Thursday night.
Okay.
Tomorrow.
All right.
Night. Yeah.
You've known me longer.
Huh?
You've known me longer.
Sorry, dude. I mean, we committed to this a while ago. I don't know.
Well, you
And
start
it's-
sleeping with him, Pledge, and maybe he'll change his mind. I mean,
That ain't happening.
that's the
That'd
way
be
that
the
it
end of the
goes.
friendship right there. that would certainly be the end of the friendship.
Pledge start, being a little more frisky around you. Maybe that'll happen.
mean,
especially
Pledge-
with Minix's wife out of town most of the time.
No, dude, Pledge lacks some social cues. Like he never knows when it's time to leave. You got to tell him 4 times. It's a true thing at the house. Like everything, everybody's gone but Pledge. And I start playing closing time, and about the 3rd time he's like, "Oh, you want me to go?" Yes, dude. Or you're just blunt. Get
out.
Yeah, time to go.
Yeah.
Time to go. But if you cross that line, it'd be done. I'd change the code to the house. You couldn't get back in.
You maybe just walked up behind you and started grabbing things. You know.
What is wrong with you?
Yeah.
I mean, you guys have a special relationship.
Not
you
like
know?
that.
Really.
I mean, I've known you longer.
You're a dumb butt.
You met my wife when she was still in the one-night stand stage.
Well, you're not kidding. I did.
We used to play football on Sundays, and Reinagel would come because I would do overnight radio, and he would come by the house and wake me up and like, "You coming to play?" Somebody else is answering the door. Like, all right, time to go. Get out.
Go. Those were fun days, man. Fun days, without a doubt. Maybe too much fun.
No.
Well, maybe not. Who knows? Lots to do, and a lot of comments already on our San Antonio Sports Star YouTube page. Franklin Bateo agrees with us. Masters weekend is one of those great barbecue weekends.
Yep.
It certainly is that, without a doubt. Jacob Eric is asked if somebody in the chat gets into a brawl, do we all come out of the dugout and pitch in? And I kind of find that Jacob thinks we're all a team here on the Sports Star.
Yeah, see, now we know Jacob Eric does get out of the house sometimes, but that really feels like something that would be said by somebody that does not leave their mother's basement. Like if we're all hanging out together at a bar,
sure,
and somebody gets into a fight, are we all gonna keep Pledge from getting killed? Yes, we've done that.
Of course we would.
We've done that.
I don't know if Pledge would want us to jump in, though.
Oh, he wants you to.
It might just be in the way.
Yeah, no, he wants you to.
Nah. Truth of the matter is, I probably don't know a fight's about to happen.
But you're probably right.
But you're starting it.
He was stealing somebody's food.
Worth or girl.
That too.
You know, it's funny, Pledge, as you say that on my Facebook memories today. There's something that happened at the Roo Pub 3 years ago that might have just been exactly that.
Whoops.
And then for some reason you started dancing. So I was like, what the hell's going on? You're doing, what was it, Timberlake or whatever? Yeah.
Timberlake.
The NSYNC Bye 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 dance.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
When Pledge is about to get his ass kicked, he breaks out into dance.
Bye, bye, bye.
It's like West Side Story.
Yeah. Warriors come out to play.
Awesome, dude. Oh, my goodness. It's going to be one of those days, I can tell, but that's good because it's going to be a fun day for everybody. I don't know how much fun it's going to be for the Spurs tonight. No Wemby, no Castle. They have officially been ruled out for tonight's game against the Portland Trailblazers. What does that mean for the San Antonio Spurs? Can they still get by the Blazers of Portland? We're going to talk about that. Plus, Draymond Green is finally coming over to my side.
Really?
Yes.
Here we go.
Draymond Green. Who knew? You never know what allies you're going to have as life goes on day to day. We're talking about it. We continue here on the Blitz, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You know, nobody ever plans on getting arrested, but it does happen to a lot of people every day for all kinds of reasons. Fiesta's right around the corner. Keep that in mind. If you get arrested, you want to get out of jail fast, best way to do that, call my good friend Albert and his great staff. AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121 is the phone number. You can text the word bail to 474747. Or even start the bonding process online at mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else to get out of jail, and you don't want to be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you a PR bond, make sure you totally understand what all those conditions are before accepting it. And trust me, a lot of conditions there. Your best option for stress-free bail bonds is AA Best Bail Bonds. Nobody beats their price. They offer payment plans, a free shuttle service. Of course, they're discreet and confidential, and they're open 24/7. Offices all over San Antonio and Texas. So if you're up in Dallas, down in Corpus, anywhere in between, license number 149, call AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121, or go online at mybestbailbonds.com.
It's about time delivery worked on your schedule. Same day, next day, or scheduled in advance. However you plan it, the Home Depot delivers the whole job. From drywall to doors, plumbing to paint, we'll get it there when you need it. Because on the job site, timing is everything. You order, we deliver. It's that easy. The Home Depot Pro. It's about time.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment? That's a lie. Most timeshares can be bought online for $1. To find out what your timeshare is worth and to cancel it, call us today and we'll send you our timeshare exit kit free with all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley for your free exit info guide. 800-790-1400. 800-790-1400.
Hi there, I'm John O'Hurley. You know, our pets are beloved family members. But sadly, though, there are so many dogs that get euthanized every day due to the lack of funding. To give them a chance at adoption, I invite you to support Puppy Food Bank. Thanks to generous donors like you, all of the food sent to pet shelters from Puppy Food Bank never comes with a bill. So please go to puppyfoodbank.org and make a generous, caring $15 donation every month. Your donation will absolutely save pet lives.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
ZipRecruiter. I've taken up candle making. Nigel, the whole office smells like wet dog and gym socks. My nose is highly refined. Folks, if your home smells a little off, it might be your AC. Portamoon's Breathe Easy package pulls and deep cleans your blower motor, blower wheel, and housing, cleans your coil in place, disinfects the inside of your AC cabinet, and installs a UV light to help zap bacteria and other nasties hiding in your unit. All for just $6.95.
Quartermoon Plumbing, Heat, and AC, 210-651-5899. License number TACLA 141074EM16004.
Do you owe back taxes or have unfiled tax returns? The IRS won't quit until they get your money. Here's great news, fresh from those in the know. Major changes have happened at the IRS. If you owe more than $10,000, you may be eligible for a 99% reduction of what you owe. Haven't filed a return for a while? Their happy clients are talking.
The IRS was going to levy my bank account, but Guardian was able to prevent that and fix all my IRS issues. Thanks again, Guardian Tax.
Need relief from crushing tax debt? The IRS now has special programs. Guardian Tax knows all about them. Personal or business, this is the fresh new brick you've been hoping for.
We aren't the company you call when you need a hug because you're scared of the IRS. Guardian Tax is the company that wins when you need it most.
Guardian Tax Service is really great to work with. They really help me out. I'd recommend them highly.
Call now for a free confidential consultation. 800-505-4326. 800-505-4326. 800-505-4326.
When snack time calls, Pork Rinds answers. Be your own crunch time hero with Southern Recipe small batch pork rinds. Skip the chip and go straight for the ultimate crunch that's low carb, high protein, and loaded with bold flavor. We're talking sweet barbecue or hot honey. Yeah, it's that good. Snack smarter, crunch harder. Stock up on Southern Recipe small batch pork rinds at H-E-B or head to porkrinds.com. Make Southern Recipe your crunch time hero.
Attention coaches, educators, and booster clubs. Need a fundraiser that's different from the rest? With Gardenville, supporters purchase something they already need. High quality, locally sourced mulch and compost. Your organization earns money on every sale. Real products, real value, with support from Gardenville to keep it simple. Ready to grow your fundraiser? Visit garden-ville.com/fundraising. That's garden-ville.com/fundraising.
It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Coming up on the Morning Huddle, the Spurs back in action. No Wemby. Was it no problem against the Blazers?
And the tradition like none other is teeing off. We'll talk Masters. There's NFL always circulating. You got to get up early to enjoy this. The party starts at 6.
It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. Mornings 6 to 10 on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star. It's the Blitz with Jason and Joe on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
We'll just let that play a little bit, huh? Yeehaw! Little Morgan Wallen going there for you. Very nice, very nice.
Stop it.
This is the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I'm Joe, he's Jason, and Laura Rutledge looked pretty nice.
When does she not?
I'm just saying.
Stop.
Up on the, she's interviewing a bunch of kids, and Tommy Fleetwood, who, by the way, is my pick to win the Masters this year. I'm just going to throw that out there right now.
Tommy Fleetwood's in the shot?
Tommy Fleetwood, yeah, he is, along with a couple of kids. And they probably talk like this. He's from jolly old England.
Be stealing my Lucky Charms.
Different country.
Yeah, come on, Pledge.
Come on, Pledge.
Come on.
Oh, man. Happy
Can you
guys
find a
are
good
around.
shepherd's pie in Augusta, Georgia?
That's a good question.
It's
I don't
really
know.
not.
I don't really care. Shepherd's pie's not bad, though. It's all right. Have you ever had it?
Of course.
Yeah, it's all right.
Once?
How
many times have you had it?
God, I don't know. My whole life, maybe 4 or 5 times. Probably.
Really?
Yeah.
You've ordered it once and decided to order it again.
Or somebody made it.
Who makes it?
What?
Nobody makes shepherd pie.
What, it just appears?
It does.
It just poof.
You don't know anybody that's like, come on over for a shepherd's pie.
Well, no, I didn't know that that's what they were having, but when I get there and it's like, oh, shepherd's pie. Yay!
I gotta go.
Yeah. And then it's
your roommate makes shepherd's pie once a month.
See that? Now you know somebody. Boom.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
It's not bad. I mean, it's not bad. It's
ground beef and potatoes.
Exactly.
True, but
yes.
I mean, so is SOS. But come on.
SOS.
You've never had SOS?
No.
Not military guy. Ground beef and some gravy over either rice or biscuits. Bleep on a shingle is kind of what it is referred to in the military terms.
Nothing wrong with that.
It really not.
No.
But it kind of reminds me of shepherd's pie. It's cafeteria food. I mean, I guess there's things you do in the military, either through basic training or when you're out to sea and you just never want to see it again.
Probably
right?
not,
I mean, nope.
See, you got Renee on our Sports Star YouTube page. Said at Cheesecake Factory, it's pretty good.
Again, you go to Cheesecake Factory with all the great options that they have. Why are you choosing shepherd's pie?
I don't choose shepherd's pie. They have a Cajun thing there that is absolutely fantastic. See, shrimp and chicken and stuff. It's awesome.
A good Cajun dish.
Good Cajun dish, yeah.
A little seafood, a little spice.
A little spice, a little chicken.
Not shepherd's pie. And
No,
again,
I
if
don't
I'm
get that.
getting a shepherd's pie, no offense to the Cheesecake Factory, but ain't there. Lion and Rose, they brought us one time. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm not going to order it, though, because they have other things I can order.
They do.
Shepherd's pie, I was always like, well, what else you got? All right. You know what I mean?
I guess I don't. I mean, you're a meat and potatoes guy. I kind of figured you'd like shepherd's pie
and cheese.
Yeah.
I mean, again, I like all those different ingredients, just not in that format.
I got you. In a pie.
Joe says, Franklin says, I don't choose shepherd pie. It chooses me.
I got you.
I mean, you're
Now,
looking at that menu, and that's what speaks to you.
Is that a good thing or what?
I think it's I don't know. I mean, I get it. There are times where you're undecided and you just kind of look at something and go with it. You know, I'm that way a lot of times. I'll walk into, like, say, Tri-County Meat Market, not sure what I want. I let that meat counter talk to me, and that helps me decide.
Absolutely.
But I know all the options there are going to be fantastic.
Yes.
Shepherd's pie choosing you is like being picked last in dodgeball.
Well,
which Franklin's probably used to.
Somebody make Jason a shepherd's pie.
Please don't.
Yes, do, and take it to his house.
Please don't.
Tommy Fleetwood just made a hole-in-one.
Did he really?
There you go. I'm telling you, he's going to win this. And I hope he doesn't win this tournament.
He's going to win this little par 3.
No. There's been several hole-in-ones today.
It's so easy to do.
Oh, sure. Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, watch them. They make it look easy.
Well, for those guys,
yeah.
I just want his mullet.
Do you really?
I want to wear a mullet like Fleetwood.
I'm really surprised you would pick a guy with that hairstyle to win the thing.
Why?
You would penalize him because of his haircut.
No, I'm admiring his haircut.
I kind of want him to grow a mullet the same way he did his goatee now.
Well, he wanted to, but his wife said no. Remember when he first retired from Ken's TV and he wasn't going to shave and he wasn't going to cut his hair and he was going to let it get messy and grow his beard and, well, he's got a goatee because the beard is impossible. but the goatee is the only thing the wife allows.
Yeah, well, it was actually her idea, the goatee. So
Yeah.
But the mullet, no, she wouldn't go for that.
Or let you go
now,
with
if she was
messy hair.
If she was gone for 4 months, kind of like your wife, then I just do it, and she wouldn't have anything to say about it until she got home.
Well, again, it's not like I've seen my wife like every week, weekend. I get these conjugal visits, man, every weekend, and
Nice.
you like those to happen, so you're not going to grow your hair out long because
Sure.
you still want to have sex.
Yeah,
so
exactly right.
Yeah.
Mm. Well, we learned a lot of things today. Jason doesn't like shepherd's pie, and he's not growing a mullet because of conjugal visits. So there you go. See, you learned something on this show.
So
on a
Wemby
daily
and Castle
basis.
are both out tonight, huh?
They are, yes. Maybe they'll get conjugal visits tonight.
Whoa.
They've both been ruled out for tonight. Neither one of them is going to play, and I'm good with that. Look, Spurs are a 3.5-point favorite still, even without those two guys. I don't know. This is a game, honestly, the Spurs could lose. And you got your two best guys on the bench not playing. I could see Portland sneaking in here and winning this game. And it just doesn't matter at all.
It doesn't matter for the Spurs because Oklahoma City destroyed the Lakers last night. Their magic number is 1. 1 win or 1 Spurs loss, and they are going to be the 1 seed.
Yep.
We've been saying it on this show for a while. While there's still a chance we're going to be the 2 seed, start planning accordingly. And with no Wemby tonight and no Castle, I don't want to say no chance against Portland, but they are playing for seeding. And they've been playing better basketball as of late. It is pretty impressive when you think about what Tiago Splitter has done since he was forced to take over this team when Chauncey Billups got in a little bit of trouble.
Yeah.
But the focus in San Antonio isn't about a win or a loss tonight. It's about Wemby getting healthy. Now, he has been ruled out, although according to Jeff McDonald of the San Antonio Express News, the team is hopeful that Wemby will be back on the floor for Friday's game against Dallas, according to a Spurs spokesman, and they have not ruled him out of playing in Sunday's regular season finale against the Denver Nuggets, which I find interesting. Now, we do know he needs one more game of at least 20 minutes to qualify for all the postseason awards. Wemby did participate in shoot-around today, although not while the media was watching. Harrison Barnes, the veteran, was asked how did Wemby look. And he said, quote, "They do these great meetings about no tipping or fixing, so I can't tell you much how he looked." He went all, there's gambling rules. I can't tell you that. Come on, HB.
Oh, man. Well, look, I'm glad they're holding it out of tonight's game. It doesn't matter for anybody or anything. Hold him out tonight. Let him play Friday. And then, because, again, if Oklahoma City beats the Clippers tonight, and I fully expect that they will, then the Spurs are locked into the 2 seed. You have him play on Friday, get his 20 minutes, and then he's done until the playoffs, as far as I'm concerned. I wouldn't play him against Denver.
I wouldn't.
Not at all. Just let him go and have him rest. Then he's fully healthy once the playoffs start. So the only reason I would say play him at all is because he needs one more game for postseason awards.
And, it is interesting. And you think about the postseason awards deal. Obviously, those are things that tell the story of a season. But when you look at, like, Cade Cunningham's not going to qualify, Ant's not going to qualify, Joker needs to play 2 more games, Luka's not going to make it, he's 1 game shy, and right now Wemby is 1 game shy. I mean, those 5 right there could be your NBA first team, right? All NBA first team.
Yep.
And interesting discussion this morning on television that I saw. Like Luka is qualified for officially winning the scoring title. He's going to win that because that threshold is 58 games. These other awards, and because there's money tied to it, I wonder if it's as much about the award or about the money because of the contract, but that's at 65 games. And the idea of the 65-game rule, I liked it when they first put it in because you had all these superstars like a Kawhi or Joel Embiid or am I thinking of Anthony Davis that wouldn't play, and they're always getting all the that shouldn't happen. What we're seeing this year is the unintended consequences of that rule, and then you realize, well, one set of rules criteria for some scoring titles and rebound and all that kind of stuff is 58 games or 70% versus 65 games, which is 79.3%.
But you know what, Jason, I'm convinced if say the NBA, all right, we'll just make it uniform and it's 58, somebody's going to bitch about that. I mean, I don't think there's a number that you could put on it that somebody's not going to complain about. And there's got to be something. I mean, there has to be something to get these guys to play. Now, there are real injuries and then there are fake injuries. But, I mean, if you go to 58 games, I guarantee you somebody's going to play 56 and go, wow.
And I agree with that. But I wonder if, because it isn't uniform and it is inconsistent, what's the happy medium? And when you look at, like Luka, the part that I look at that and think, dude, you missed a game because of suspension. You're one game shy and you got suspended a game. So I realized the circumstances when you had a child born in another country and you needed to be there and you missed a couple of games. I am sympathetic to that, but you fell short, but you also served a suspension. I have no leeway there. When you look at what happened to Cade Cunningham. Now, Cade, I don't know if he would get voted MVP anyway, but when you look at all NBA teams, and maybe the penalty is you're not eligible for first team all NBA, but you can second or third. Because, in 10 years, 15 years, you're going to look at somebody, all NBA, man, that guy made that. What happened to him? He only did it one time in his career. Man, that must have been a hell of a... Oh, no, nobody was eligible. It's like Shedeur Sanders making the Pro Bowl.
Exactly right.
Right? And that's the unintended consequence. I like the rule, but now that you've got this scenario with so many guys right up to that threshold, and I do believe the media would not vote a MVP or Defensive Player of the Year guy that didn't play enough games, right? I mean, you go back in history, and it hasn't happened, right? So sometimes the integrity of those voting might not need that hard, fast rule.
Well, look, I mean, they got to do something. The player management or whatever it is, rest, that was started right here in San Antonio. Congratulations. Look, it cheats the fans in my mind. Yep. And especially if you're an East or a Western conference and you only see the team once per year. And if the star doesn't play, it cheats the fans. So, look, Adam Silver doesn't have a choice when it comes to that. I don't think. He's got to do something. Now, if it's less than 65 games, fine. Or if you can figure out a way to know that somebody actually has a real injury versus just, well, I just need a day off because I'm tired kind of thing, then, that's a whole different thing. And I'm not sure how you square that unless the NBA just has doctors that are neutral or whatever the case may be. But he's got to do something because, again, these guys will rest and not play back-to-backs and not do this or do that. And again, you're only cheating the fans, not only the fans that pay to go to the arena, but the fans that are watching on TV.
Yep.
So it's crazy. We got a lot more to talk about when it comes to the NBA because the other thing that they're trying to fix is tanking. We'll discuss that. Draymond Green, it was blatant last night between the Sacramento Kings and the Golden State Warriors. We'll get into that a little bit later in the show. But when we come back, RJ Ochoa, Blogging the Boys, he joins us next here on The Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. How's your roof look? It is spring, and you never know when those storms are going to come rolling in because this is the time of year. And, in fact, I think there's rain in our forecast for later this week. Not sure how severe they will get, but you never know. It's April. It is springtime. Sometimes those thunderstorms bring all kinds of stuff, including hail. You want to make sure your roof is up to par and up to snuff and make sure that it is ready to go. So here's what I want you to do. You call Stevens Roofing and Solar at 210-785-0994. Tell them you want your roof inspected. They'll send an experienced team out there. They'll make sure that it's all sealed and properly done and make sure that everything's okay. And by the way, they're going to do this for free. If there is something wrong, they'll let you know that, and they'll let you know how they can take care of it. That's just what they do. Also, if you've been thinking about solar panels on your house, Stevens Roofing and Solar can handle that as well. I know a lot of you are thinking about that. A lot of folks are doing it. I see roofs all the time that have solar panels on. Stevens Roofing and Solar will get it done, and they will get it done right. I know that because they've been in business since 1983. Just think about that for a minute. 1983. You don't stay in business if you're not doing it right. Stevens Roofing and Solar is doing it right. Give them a call. Let the best take care of you. 210-785-0994, or you can visit them online at stevensroofing.net.
Let NAW, Northwest Automotive Warehouse, equip you for spring, summer, mom, work, and family seasons with full lines of real truck products like Undercover Ultraflex and Retrax truck bed covers or Husky floor liners. Enjoy better than internet pricing, double the 5-year warranty, and skip the week-long wait for delivery. Plus tons of scratch and dent options on WeatherGuard toolboxes, pack rats, and diesel transfer tanks. Family owned and operated since 1978 in the Big Red Building at 3027 Culebra or NAWtruck.com.
San Antonio's newest sports headquarters is Novo Brewery. We're talking over 80 feet of massive video walls, a lineup of craft beers, and hard kombucha on tap. Novo Brewery, juicy, thick-cut ribeye steaks, picanha prime sirloin, Brazilian empanadas, stacked burgers, and more. Novo Brewery, built for fans, friends, and full-on game day energy. Novo Brewery, attached to North Star Mall with late hours. Check out the menu and taps at novobrew.com. That's novobrew.com.
San Antonio, it's time to saddle up for indoor football action at the Freeman Coliseum. Saturday, April 18th at 4 p.m., your San Antonio Gunslingers host the defending IFL champions, the Vegas Nighthawks. These gunslingers are ready to draw fast and bring the thunder in a high-scoring showdown you don't want to miss. Partial season tickets, group packages, and individual seats are available now at sagunslingers.com. Grab your crew, bring the family, and let's pack the Freeman Coliseum. Guns up, San Antonio.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
ZipRecruiter. Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation, so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
This is an important notice to all U.S. taxpayers. The IRS is giving away billions of dollars in tax savings through a federal program called the Fresh Start Initiative to aid delinquent taxpayers. This initiative was established for anyone facing financial hardship and unable to pay their back taxes. Qualifying and enrolling in this program will stop all collections, settle your delinquent tax problem, and even reduce what you owe by thousands of dollars. Call the hotline at People's Tax Relief to see if you qualify and get this free information by dialing 800-927-1086. If you have unfiled tax returns or cannot afford to pay your personal or business back taxes, you can now get the help you need. One simple phone call can resolve your tax problem and save you thousands of dollars. To see if you qualify and to get this important free information, call 800-927-1086. 800-927-1086. 800-927-1086.
Buyers Barricades is proud to provide traffic control, rental, and sales for work zones and events in the San Antonio area and beyond. Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. Learn more online at buyersbarricades.com. That's buyersbarricades.com.
All right, step up. If you really know the Rangers, this is your game on Rangers Game Day. Make your call in the morning huddles, Ranger Double Dinger Payday. Pick the Ranger who takes one deep. He hits one, you're in. Ranger tickets. He hits two. Now we're talking tickets and a hotel stay. Big swings, big rewards. Wake up with the morning huddle and cash in with the morning huddles, Rangers Double Dinger Payday. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Texas Rangers.
Getting ready for Masters Week. It all kicks off tomorrow. Can't wait. It is one of the best times of the year without a doubt. This is the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I'm Joe Reinagle. He's Jason Minix.
And fresh back from Augusta because the week has actually already started. Our good friend RJ OChoa from bloggingtheboys.com here on the Buyers Barricades guest line. So you went up Monday and flew back Tuesday night? Man, that's a quick trip, my friend.
It was fantastic. Great to be here with you both. I'd rather be back there, obviously. A huge shout out to the folks at IBM who had me out to show off their fancy technology that powers the Masters app. That was the gig. Fly in one day, fly out the next, and you're not going to say no. So I've had like 16 coffees, but I'll have a 17th before the day's over. They're all worth it.
Absolutely, it's worth it. So just describe, for those of us that have never been, RJ, my brother told me one time golf is almost secondary when you step out on the course because you get captivated by the beauty of what's there.
Yeah, I mean, it's like stepping into the ride at Disney World, not onto the ride, but into the ride. Like you're a part of the experience, I think. And it's certainly awesome, right? You see Rory, you see Scotty, you see Jordan Spieth, but I think the lure and the lore are really achieved by walking the areas where you've seen these shots and talking about them. And it's cheesy and it's hokey, but there is something to not having your phone and being in conversation and just being transported back in time. It's a really simple way to kind of enjoy something that we've sort of, lost as a society as technology and life has advanced. And so it's great to kind of feel and experience something the way it was experienced 30 years ago, 40 years, 50 years ago. It's pure in that sense.
Out of curiosity, you were there with IBM, the technology aspect of things. How were you able to do what IBM wanted you to do if you're not allowed to have your phone?
That's a complicated answer that I don't think is probably more fit for our text chain. Is the best way to say that. But I will say that they took care of things. The Masters has a handful of partners who they've worked with for forever, and IBM is one of them. And you feel that, at least in my experience. Sure, it's similar with Mercedes or Bank of America. And kind of the people who have been a part of the experience from day one. But there are still rules and still regulations and whatnot. And all the true work is happening back at home, to be very clear here. That was more of the documenting. I did, physically write a lot of notes. I hadn't really done that a lot in my career. And so, again, that was also kind of a nice thing to physically have to document what people were saying and what I was seeing and experiencing along the way.
Well, outstanding. Lucky you, and I'm certainly jealous because that is on the bucket list.
Well, and this is trip number 2 for RJ.
Yeah.
Now, I'm trying to remember the last time you went. Was it also practice rounds or was it one of the days?
It was 2 days. I went in 2018, and my dad and I went, and Cammie went with us. And so it was Saturday and Sunday. And so it was very different in that the tournament was active, and it was obviously the most important days of the actual tournament. And so I recognize how privileged this sounds, but I had always wanted to go during a practice round and kind of get the other feel, because there are less people. It's more relaxed. It is truly more about the course. And obviously you're allowed to take your camera. And so it was kind of the best of both worlds in that sense for me, although I offered that a lot of that was that I have the experience of having gone on a tournament day. I mean, ultimately there's not a bad day to be there. And I would say my biggest takeaway now, having been multiple times, is that there's a lot of things in life that are very cool. I mean, you guys have done some sick things, but like you can go to a sick thing and there still is someone who's like, I'd rather be somewhere else. When you're there, it is the best day that everybody is having. And everybody is unified in, I want to be here and I want to soak up every single, molecule of the air, because this is a precious thing. And so to share that with everyone around you is really cool.
Who do you have winning, RJ?
I'm getting set to lock in my actual pick, and the three of us are in a pool, and you've already submitted your picks, each of you. So I feel safe in offering this. I think I'm going to go John Rahm, but man, my heart is pushing me in Tommy Fleetwood's direction. For the purposes of our pool, I can pick them both, but as far as who's going to wear the jacket itself, I think we're all sleeping on Rahm. Again, the heart says Fleetwood, so at midnight tonight, I may flip-flop a little bit there and go with the young lad from England.
It's interesting that you say that, because for whatever reason, and we just saw Tommy Fleetwood here at the Valero Texas Open, and he didn't play horrible, but he didn't play great. The weather had a lot to do with that, perhaps. But I just have a feeling that this guy is due, and I think it's his time, and I think he's going to win this thing. Now, John Rahm has been playing great, although he plays in shorts and in a beer league. But other than that, it's he's been playing good. But I think Fleetwood's – I just have a feeling Fleetwood's due.
That's all he needs, right? Somebody tell him that Joe Reinagel has a feeling, and that's going to send him over the top. He is, though – he's on a heater right now, and I think that's true in life in general. Like, the guy can't miss. He had an ace today at the par 3 contest. And so it might be Tommy's world at the end of the day. And it would be cool for him to be the person that Rory McIlroy puts the jacket on the shoulders of. You always kind of want it to make sense. When a guy closes another one, you want to be someone they're close with. And so for Tommy, it would be nice if Rory was the one to don it on him.
RJ Ochoa, bloggingtheboys.com, with us here on The Blitz. Mind might be on the Masters, but also the draft, which 2 weeks from tomorrow, round 1. So many different mock drafts, and I know they are what they are. I'm tired of them, but we got 2 more weeks of them. The vast number of mock drafts that have the Cowboys trading up to number 3 with Arizona and taking David Bailey. And I have a hard time believing that Jerry would be that aggressive, but then again, this offseason's been very different. Do you think that is a realistic opportunity or play for the Dallas Cowboys?
I don't. It makes more sense than what PFF mocked, which was trading up with Arizona for Jeremiah Love, right?
Well,
I think if you're going to do it, then that it better be for that. It just isn't worth it, and I think. And look, like, if you are in love, I do support saying, throwing caution to the wind and saying, we've got to do this. This is our guy. This is our war daddy. It is dumb and hysterical that you had Micah Parsons in the building and you're just chasing your tail. Like, we can all laugh about that. But ultimately, you just so rarely have multiple first-round picks. And it isn't even just about quantitative get 2 dudes who can help you, doubly relative to just a singular dude, but get 2 rookie contracts. I mean, these are foundational cornerstone pieces. You have muddied up the finances of your football team because you got emotional several times over. And so this allows you an opportunity to really reset. And so I would really be shocked. I mean, I would not be shocked if they moved up, if Caleb Downs fell and all of a sudden he's at 9, he's at 10, and they want to jump up from 12 right there to go get their guy and still hold on to 20. I could do that, and maybe they throw away that 92nd overall pick. But that's so rich. And again, all the mocks, that I've seen that have been out there, Todd McShay's mock said the Cowboys would give up 92 just to go from 12-3. That feels possible. Like, recent history suggests that you have to give up an enormous amount to do something like that, and it would not be wise for the Cowboys. If you're doing that, it's got to be for a quarterback. I mean, that simply is the end of the day, relative to NFL franchises right now.
Well, speaking of quarterbacks, ESPN had a mock, I guess you could call it, on just quarterbacks. And they've got the Cowboys taking Carson Beck in the 5th round. And I look at it, I'm going, well, okay, it'd be a hell of a battle for the backup quarterback spot during training camp. And if they do that, I guess I appreciate the fact that they're at least putting their toe in the water to prepare for life after Dak Prescott.
Yeah, and I mean, I think there's something to – I think we all, like, on a basic football fan level, support the idea of, like, get a guy who's played in some big games, right? Like, a few years back, everybody thought they should throw a day 3 pick at Max Duggan, the TCU quarterback. Everybody for a long time wanted – speaking of Carson Beck, I know he's coming out of Miami now, but Aaron Murray when he was a Georgia Bulldog, right? Like, it's not a bad idea. I mean, like, with all respect, Ben DiNucci had not necessarily seen SEC defenses in college. And so having those guys around is smart, but I don't think that calculus makes sense for the Cowboys this year, given that they just signed Sam Howell in free agency. Like, they've got their young guys right now. And this isn't like a don't do that, you have Dak Prescott thing. It's a don't do that. You already have viable backup quarterbacks. And it honestly makes more sense and is more prudent to sign a guy like Sam Howell for pennies on the dollar relative to context, obviously, than to throw a draft pick at a dude, because Sam Howell can, at the very least, hang at the NFL level when you don't know that about someone like Carson Beck.
Typically, and I mean, with all the wonderful years of Cooper Rush, we would have this conversation. Go get a quarterback that might be a future starter. Cooper Rush was a great game-ready backup quarterback, but that was it. That was his ceiling. I'm thinking with the Sam Howell signing that they didn't love Joe Milton enough to be comfortable with him being the future guy, at least not right now. He could develop over time. So normally I'm okay with the idea of what I read today on ESPN, except for this year you already have 2 of those guys locked up. To me, it seems unnecessary.
Yeah, I'd rather throw that, because this is going to be a defensive-heavy draft, throw that at a skill position, right? Throw that at a wide receiver, a tight end, if you feel like you really need another pass catcher, a running back maybe. Granted, they threw it at a running back last year, 5th round, in Jaden Blue. I would add, I don't know if you guys consider this, and I don't know, I'm not a TMZ-type reporter, but I believe Carson Beck is still in a relationship with, I forget which Cavender twin.
The one not married to Ferguson.
They're not married. They are engaged.
Whatever.
But technically. But my point is, like, you could have, like, brother. They're not technically brothers-in-law, but I mean, my point is, you could bring him home on some level if you drafted Carson Beck. That would be a unique thing.
Plus, it would be great for us to go to training camp if both of them show up. That would be fantastic.
Are you kidding? Jerry might do it just for what you just said. TMZ would be all over the Dallas Cowboys. I kid, but not really.
You were in an interesting mood last week, Joe, when we talked, and I said that has ripped over 7 days later.
Well, I mean, you brought it up, RJ. You brought up the Cavender twins. I didn't. My mind was focused on the Dallas Cowboys. You obviously had your mind somewhere else.
But now your mind is on the Cavender twins.
The kinship that Jake Ferguson and Carson Beck share, he would be more ingratiated in the locker than maybe anywhere else in the NFL, just because he has that inside connection. He knows Jake Ferguson.
Are you kidding? He's older than half the people in the locker room when he finally shows up.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true. It's strange how he's considered a Miami Hurricane. I know transfer portal, all this, trash and garbage we've been discussing forever and ever and ever in the world of college football. But yeah, I mean, I'm against the idea, to be clear, like back to where this conversation started, again, because they signed Sam Howell. If they hadn't signed Sam Howell, if it was just Dak, Joe Milton, and with all due respect, Will Grier, fine. I mean, that makes sense at this point. But you have specifically signed Sam Howell. You don't need to worry about this anymore. It's a 5th-round pick, so it's not anything worth crying about, but it is still something that should be spent in an effective way.
RJ,
yeah, go ahead.
2 weeks before the draft, do you think the Cowboys make a trade for a linebacker before the draft begins?
Yes, because they have to. I mean, they cannot go in, because if you go in, I mean, it would be like leaving something in your teeth before an important meeting, right? Like you have to get rid of it, or else it's just going to be, in your mind, in your head, and you won't be able to do or think about anything else. And therefore you won't be able to perform at your absolute best. You won't be able to feel the freedom of being able to move and go anywhere you want if you know you still have pressing need, and you will invariably force that need somewhere, and that will create a domino effect that nobody wants to be a part of.
Well, if they're going to do that, they better hurry. They got about 2 weeks until the draft takes place. So, and it's been pretty quiet, at least lately here at the Star.
I'm grateful, because my deepest fear was that something crazy was going to happen while I didn't have my phone at Augusta. Like, that was a true panic point for me.
Like Diana Rossini holding hands with, Brian Schottenheimer at the owners' meetings as opposed to Vrabel?
I don't know. I was worried that, somebody was going to get traded away. There was going to be a big contract extension. Who knows? I mean, maybe they were going to announce that curtains were going up in the stadium officially. It was going to be one of those things I was terrified that I was going to come back to 500 text messages.
You know what? The beauty of leaving your phone and going to the Masters is worth it.
Absolutely.
That was a terrifying 20 minutes, and I'm guessing after about 20 minutes you didn't miss your phone.
No, not at all, which I'm impressed with in myself. And so to that point, I mean, look, I recognize how it sounds. Like, if you can go to the Masters, go. But it is, there are so few things in life, and I think you guys can speak to this. You've been to way more incredible things than I have from a sporting at large standpoint. But, so many things live up to the hype in your mind. So many things are truly what everybody tells you that they are. So many things are that fairy tale. There's so few things are, and this is one of them. This is everything you believe it to be and everything you want it to be. And that, experience in and of itself is a really impressive thing for them to accomplish year in and out.
Well, RJ, so during the practice rounds, do they still have pimento cheese sandwiches?
They do. I was telling Pledge I did not eat a single one. I had several barbecue sandwiches. I had about 9 ice cream sandwiches, the pizza ice cream. Had a lot of cookies. The IBM household also had some, non-traditional Masters items that we were able to eat. That was a nice little plus. I did have an azalea, thought of you too, and I guess Joe's shirt. That was an interesting experience as well. And I had a chicken biscuit yesterday morning and a blueberry muffin. So I touched all corners.
Nice.
And knowing Masters prices, seems like you only spent $19, which is one of the best parts of it. Now, no pimento cheese because we know you, but what about the egg salad?
Also, you know me pretty well and know that that's not my thing.
Right. So just the pork. So did you actually stay in Augusta, or did you have to drive 2 hours to get there?
I flew into Augusta, which I'd never done, and we stayed in what I technically believe was Martinez, Georgia. I mean, it was effectively Augusta, but it was about a 10-minute shuttle ride from the property. So it was outstanding. I mean, my eternal gratitude to IBM. They made me feel like a king throughout the entire weekend, and so it was a lot of fun. I did have several requests that I had to fulfill at the merchandise store. That was the biggest point of stress. I'm sure you guys have seen the gnome thing. My mom wanted a gnome, and they were sold out. So
they were sold out
That's
on
too
Monday.
Bad. Wow,
that's awful. Do I have a new golf shirt on
for the day?
Do I have a new golf shirt coming, sir?
I don't know what's coming at this point. I kind of blacked out in there, so we'll see what's in the box when it gets here. But I can promise you. The only food I brought back, they have a candy bar this year. This is a big thing that they created, a household home brand, so to speak, candy bar, and it's called Candy Bar. It's not called Chocolate Delight or something. It's called Candy Bar. I haven't had one yet, but I brought 2 home. So. But I will tell you, this thing is it probably weighs like a pound. I mean, it's pretty. I'm kind of scared to bite into it. It's pretty packed in there.
That's awesome. And that's all for the shipping costs. That's one of the things, like the Super Bowl or the Masters, the gift shop. You go in there and you spend $1 gazillion because every friend says, "Get me a this and get me a that," and you want to do that. And FedEx or UPS, both of them are right there. You just send it home. Then you get the unboxing video that you'll do soon.
One last thing, and I'll have to explain this part in a text message to you too. But I did some shopping and I've never seen this anywhere in the world. I gave them my bag, and I had something loose, so I gave them that loose so they could scan it, right? I was trying to help them, and, like, I didn't want to put it in the bag. And the woman put it back in the bag, and they put the bag in this, like, cubby, and it just, like, scanned
everything.
The bag.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I'd never seen that technology before. Although
you live in Harlingen, so, I mean, there is technology in the outside world.
Hey, I felt like Iron Man. I mean, really, I truly did. Or like it was like I was shopping at Iron Man's house. But it was awesome, and it was amazing. And Patrick Reed won the one that I went to before. So I don't know if we can draw any conclusions off of that. Just with me being a common denominator. So we'll see.
There's not a guy that I will root against more than Patrick Reed. Just saying.
I will say this as walk off. The person who wins the Masters you're at, you do like, it's like the building where you got married. You know what I mean? Like you just like, it's special to you because like, they're your guy, like you were there. So I agree with everything you're saying, but I will still put my foot in the ground because he won a Masters I was at. Same way I will for Tommy Fleetwood this week.
Okay.
Fleetwood's not going to win.
I agree with you on Fleetwood.
At RJ OChoa and all the socials, read them at bloggingtheboys.com. RJ, get some sleep, my friend. Appreciate it. RJ OChoa on the Buyers Barricades guest line, where they provide traffic control, rental, and sales for San Antonio and beyond. Online, buyersbarricades.com.
Can't wait to get my hat that RJ obviously bought me. I know he did, so I can't wait for that thing.
Yep.
We got to take a break. When we come back, though, wardrobe malfunctions, they happen a lot more lately, don't they? It seems like they do. Well, we got another one that happened on live television. We'll tell you about it. We continue here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I don't know about you guys, but all this golf talk, and I love talking golf. I love watching it on TV. I know some of you don't like watching it on TV, but a lot of you still like to go play. Let me tell you something. Now is the time to get out to the Golf Club of Texas. This place is incredible. Obviously, we just had our golf tournament out there, and the improvements are just fantastic. All of the improvements they've made to that place make it look like one of those schwanky country clubs. The good news is it's not. It's open to the public 7 days a week. They're still going to make you feel like royalty when you get out there because their staff is just absolutely fantastic. It is just a fun golf course to go play. And the good news there is you don't have to wait till the weekend. If you've got a Monday or Tuesday off from work, get out there on a Monday or Tuesday. You can play 7 days a week. It is outstanding. Then they've got the 10 Cup Bar and Grill. You need to take advantage of that. If you're going out there, have breakfast first or lunch first or whatever at the 10 Cup Bar and Grill. Then load up on some ice cold beer. They've got a great selection of that. Or if cocktails are more your thing, they can make you any kind of cocktail you want. That bar in there is just absolutely fantastic. The good news is when you watch golf, you get that itch, you got the Golf Club of Texas to lean on to get out there and scratch that itch. That's for sure. Golf Club of Texas, you know exactly where it is. Right there off Briggs Ranch Road off Highway 90. Whether you're headed out for dinner at the 10 Cup, around with your buddies, or you may want to have your next tournament out there, go check them out. Best rates always online at golfclubtexas.com. The Golf Club of Texas is the friendliest golf course in Texas.
You're listening to The Blitz. Afternoons 2 to 6, KTFM Floresville, and everywhere at sasportstar.com.
Move over, Chips. There's a new crunchier MVP in the snack aisle. Enter pork rinds. Southern recipe pork rinds are low-carb, gluten-free, and packed with protein to keep you going. And the flavors, big, bold, crunchy. From sweet barbecue to hot honey, every bite brings that flavor-packed crunch you crave. Grab your favorites today at H-E-B or online at porkrinds.com. Southern recipe pork rinds are your snack time, crunch time hero. Join us for San Antonio's most elevated fiesta event, Taste of the Northside, presented by H-E-B, on Thursday, April 23rd at 6 p.m. at the Rock at La Cantera. Enjoy tastings from over 50 local restaurants, plus premier wine, cocktails, cold beers, and live entertainment for one all-inclusive price. All proceeds benefit Brighton Center, serving children with disabilities and developmental delays in San Antonio. Tickets can be purchased at tasteofthenorthside.org. Viva Fiesta!
Attention coaches, educators, and booster clubs. Need a fundraiser that's different from the rest? With Gardenville, supporters purchase something they already need. High quality, locally sourced mulch and compost. Your organization earns money on every sale. Real products, real value, with support from Gardenville to keep it simple. Ready to grow your fundraiser? Visit garden-ville.com/fundraising. That's garden-ville.com/fundraising.
Do you owe back taxes or have unfiled tax returns? The IRS won't quit until they get your money. Here's great news, fresh from those in the know. Major changes have happened at the IRS. If you owe more than $10,000, you may be eligible for a 99% reduction of what you owe. Haven't filed a return for a while? Their happy clients are talking.
The IRS was going to levy my bank account, but Guardian was able to prevent that and fix all my IRS issues. Thanks again, Guardian Tax.
Need relief from crushing tax debt? The IRS now has special programs. Guardian Tax knows all about them. Personal or business, this is the fresh new brick you've been hoping for.
We aren't the company you call when you need a hug because you're scared of the IRS. Guardian Tax is the company that wins when you need it most.
Guardian Tax Service is really great to work with. They really help me out. I'd recommend them highly.
Call now for a free confidential consultation. 800-505-4326. 800-505-4326. 800-505-4326.
Spring is in the air, and Alev's long-lasting pain relief is here to keep you moving. The days are longer and the flowers are blooming. Whether it's gardening, yard work, or just spending more time outdoors, spring is a way of getting us moving despite any body pain. That's where Aleve can keep you going. With just one dose, Aleve gives you long-lasting body pain relief for up to 12 hours. From sunup to sundown, Aleve's got your back. Try Aleve. Use as directed for minor aches and pains.
Are you an adult with uncontrolled moderate to severe Crohn's disease symptoms and still packing a backup bag of clothes? Just in case, Skyrizi Risankizumab Riza can help you take control of your Crohn's. Feel significant symptom relief, including less abdominal pain and fewer bowel movements at 4 weeks. Plus, Skyrizi is proven to help people achieve remission and visibly improve damage of the intestinal lining. Individual results may vary. Skyrizi is a prescription injection medicine. Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's. Ready to take control of your Crohn's? Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 prescribed biologic in Crohn's disease.
Control is everything to me.
Learn more at skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
Well, breaking today, the NCAA is considering a significant change to its eligibility rules. NCAA athletes would have 5 full years of eligibility from the time of their 19th birthday or their high school graduation, whichever is earliest. No waiver requests, no red shirts, or exceptions will be permitted, with some small exceptions. Crazy. And the Houston Texans picked up the 5th-year option on both C.J. Stroud and Will Anderson Jr.
Sports Center brought to you by SAPDcareers.com. The San Antonio Police Department is always hiring.
Joe Reinagel.
That's the 3rd time in 7 seasons. The San Antonio Spurs are the NBA champions.
Jason Minix.
They go back to big day as Super Bowl champions. Dallas 52, Buffalo 17.
It's the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
On a hump day!
Hump day!
Hump day!
Hump day!
Happy hump day, everybody. Hope you're having a good one out there. We certainly are here on the Blitz, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I'm Joe Reinagel. He is Jason Minix, and that's one of those days, man. I don't know what it is about hump day, Minix, but just makes everything better.
Well, you're closer to the weekend.
Makes everything better.
Closer to the start of the Masters.
Yes.
Wake up early, turn on the TV, and watch golf.
I will do that.
Are you
too.
going to the gym? Is tomorrow a skip the gym day because the Masters?
No, I'll have to go. They got TVs in there though, but dude, I'm dedicated.
Are you?
Oh yeah. Dedication.
Dedication. Went for a walk last night, and I've been trying to do that, but I've been sporadic and very, very, very inconsistent. Like, all right, I'm going for a walk tonight. It was about 10 minutes into my walk.
Mm-hmm.
And it started pouring down rain. just long enough to be soaked, and then it stopped.
Did you not know it was going to rain?
I did not.
No.
Did you know it was going to rain?
I didn't know.
last night?
I didn't know it was going to rain.
And it didn't look like it was going to rain when I started, and I was pissed.
That happens. That's what you get for making fun of me for getting caught in the rain
Mm-hmm.
out at the Valero, Texas Open.
Mm-hmm.
Karma. It's a female dog.
You know, the difference is you had your computer and you were walking to your car. I just had to go home and change clothes.
Well, true. That's all I basically had to do.
But you had to drive home wet.
True.
And you were grumpy as hell. It messed up your hair.
Not really. It just makes it it blends with the hairspray and it just gets like
flat,
really hard.
So the other day, Friday, we were leaving the Valero, Texas Open, and we did our show up at the driving range, and right towards the end of the show, the lightning and all of that, and they evacuated the course. Well, we were done. But we're walking back, and Ryan was like, I ain't going to make it. I got to stop and pee.
I had to.
I kept walking. Then a lovely lady offered me a ride in the cart to my car.
Which is BS, by the way.
Why is that BS?
Well, why didn't you send her back for me? So you didn't think about it. Hey, Ryan Eagle's coming. He's probably done by now. You'll see him walking, and maybe you can give him a ride.
I figured their job was if she sees somebody walking, she offers a ride.
Yeah.
Right? And so I get in my car, and we're in the kind of overflow parking. And I get to the stop sign, and it just opened up. And I just knew Ryan Eagle was either stuck in the rain, or if he were smart, he would have gone into the media center and waited it out. He got soaked.
Well, it didn't start raining till I'm halfway in the parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
And then by then it's just like, okay, well, F it. Yeah, It doesn't matter because I'm going to get wet anyway. So that's the way it goes. I mean, it happens. And sometimes nice to get stuck in the rain.
Oh, really?
Is there a song like that?
Is it?
I don't know who sings it, but
from 1950 what?
Laughing in the rain, I think is what it was. I wasn't particularly amused.
Yeah, I know you. You weren't laughing.
No, I was not laughing at all.
Let's do the Headline Blitz.
This is Jason and Joe's Headline Blitz. Brought to you by Novo Brazil Brewery in North Star Mall. Two guys, two opinions, never enough time.
There are certain things that on radio it sometimes becomes difficult. And we're always down for a good wardrobe malfunction, but we saw one last night at the Tampa Bay baseball game that should never happen.
And I would prefer not to see that again, quite frankly.
Foul ball and a person. And quite frankly, I could only watch this video like twice because
You watched it twice?
Well, the first time I watched it, I was like, oh. Then I watched it because I couldn't figure out, was that a man or a woman? Not that it mattered because it wasn't anything you wanted to see, but dude goes to try to catch a foul ball, falls down, and his pants end up around his ankles. Or lady, whatever it was.
No, I think it was a dude, but it was a big old hiney. But how does that happen?
Well, you don't wear drawers.
But I mean, how do your pants fall down?
Well, you're free balling at the baseball game, and you're rather large, and you're wearing gym shorts that, probably needed to be triple X, but he was wearing quadruple X, and so they fell down.
Well, yeah.
I mean, dude got pantsed by the ghost of Tampa Bay's old stadium or something. I don't know.
This happened on live TV, and the announcers just ignored it.
They stopped talking. I know that one of them realized what happened, saw it, and turned his mic off because he was laughing.
Yeah.
Had to have been. Because there was a lot of silence there.
A
lot of in your mind. Should I bring that up? Should I bring that up? Just let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go.
Conspiracy theorist in me. Yeah, dude did that on purpose. You're going to be talked about on every show, and seriously.
You think that guy went bare ass at a baseball game to be talked about when you couldn't even to see if that was a man or a woman?
Or if he sharted first and had to get rid of his drawers.
So you think that's what happened?
Well, I don't know. It might have. That's what happened to me.
But what about the gym shorts then? I mean, when you short, doesn't it go through to everything?
No, not if you're quick taking them off.
Really?
That's what I had to do. Way back in the day.
Back in the day. When Joe pooped himself in Port Aransas.
I did, and I got those white shorts off quickly, and then the drawers haven't been heard from since. They were thrown in the garbage quickly.
At least you just didn't leave them on the bathroom floor.
No, I put them in the garbage can right there. But I mean, if you're a garbage gobbler or dumpster diver or whatever,
garbage gobbler. The hell, son of a!
I don't know.
You hear all kinds of things from coaches about interviews, how they judge players. There's been a lot of examples. Most recently, Fernando Mendoza said one team encouraged him to get arrested so he'd slide down the draft. I'm guessing that was more of a joke, by the way. But there's been all kinds of stuff. Oregon's quarterback coach uses a question to determine if he wants a player or not. He asks any player, do you like chocolate or vanilla ice cream? And if you hesitate, he doesn't want anything to do with you.
And I get where it is. And the question's very simple. Very simple. If I were to ask you this, Pledge, all right, and you're a quarterback, you want to play for Oregon, and
Simple.
I'm the quarterback's coach, and it says, all right, Pledge, chocolate or vanilla ice cream?
Vanilla.
Boom. Pledge is on the team.
But that's the wrong answer. Chocolate is the right answer.
It's not the right answer.
It's not the right answer.
It's not.
But
see, like you hesitated. You're like, well, I don't know.
I
What
like
are we
both.
having?
I mean, if I'm having ice cream on my apple pie, I want vanilla. If I'm, looking for ice cream, vanilla ice cream with a shot of Fireball over it is fantastic. The Great Divide from Bluebell might be the greatest ice cream made because it's chocolate and vanilla.
But see, you're missing the whole point.
No, I'm not missing the point.
This guy wants a decisive answer. He doesn't want to know what's for dinner or what's for dessert or what. If you got Fireball.
If I'm evaluating a quarterback, I like the guy that's questioning things because proper situation leads to the proper answer. It's situational football.
Well, sure, but if it's 3rd down and 20 and you've got to make a decision on the run, let's see. Does the guy have slippery hands or does that guy run faster than him? What am I going to do?
It's 3rd and 20, so I understand the situation.
Dude.
It's not the same. If you said, chocolate ice cream or pecan pie and you hesitate there, then I got a problem with you.
It's a simple question. Chocolate or vanilla? Bam. I said chocolate right away. I didn't even think about it.
Sam says vanilla dipped in chocolate.
No, you can't say that, Sam. That's not the question. The question is, if I ask you simply, chocolate or vanilla, you got an answer. Bam. You got it. It's got to happen. Yes.
Or vanilla.
Chocolate. You can't have either or. So you would never, for a number of reasons,
American
you wouldn't have played
or cheddar.
For cheese?
Well, not ice cream.
Well, let's see. What are we having? Enchiladas or a cheeseburger? Dude, cheddar all day.
Pepper jack or brie?
Pepper jack. Brie. You got to have an answer. And Oscar on our YouTube page says chocolate is gross. That's fine. You would have answered vanilla. Bam, just like that. That's the whole point of this exercise.
I think he just answered chocolate is gross, which is still the wrong answer because that's Oscar.
Well, Oscar would have said vanilla because he thinks chocolate is gross.
So you just need a straight answer. See, I need situational awareness.
Possibly.
Because both are great for me. I like them both.
Well, I like them both too, but if I'm asked the question to choose
what's your favorite ice cream?
Chocolate. Boom.
All right, so now how pissed are you that you want chocolate or vanilla? Chocolate, and they bring you an apple pie. Now you got to have chocolate ice cream on your apple pie.
I'd be happy. I'd be fine with that.
No, vanilla ice cream goes there.
I'd be fine with it.
You would not.
Yes, I would.
I'm trying to think now. Because there's nothing better than a shot of Fireball over vanilla ice cream. I've never tried it with chocolate.
Well, there you go. You need to try it over chocolate. It'd be great. It's just like I buy the drumsticks now at the store.
Yeah.
And they have them chocolate.
Yeah, chocolate with chocolate. The more chocolate, the better.
Yes.
And then you get the ones with the chocolate fudge.
Yes.
Then you get the one with nuts or no nuts.
Well, nuts. You got to have nuts. I mean, come on.
So you like your nuts?
On my drumstick, yeah. We're talking about mine? Yeah, kind of partial to those, yes.
That's the right answer.
Okay.
It took you a while. You hesitated. You've been cut from the team.
I guess
Of
so.
course I like mine.
Of course.
I mean, the fact that you got that one wrong.
I'd be playing quarterback for the Ducks right now.
Mm-hmm.
I immediately said chocolate. I didn't think about pie or this or that. It's chocolate. Boom.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was a genius.
It is.
Genius way to do it. So well done,
You
sir.
cut a guy just like that. See,
Well
Ryan Eagle
done.
makes it, and then he'll get cut when they do a throwing drill.
Well, yeah, dude. I know going in, I'm not going to make quarterback of the Oregon Ducks. Even when I was, that young to do that, it wouldn't have happened. So that's the way that it goes. Not really, Pledge. No.
Really you are.
Now, why would I think about my nuts? I mean, honestly, why the hell would I do that? That's not
This
something I think about.
massive tea bag.
Exactly. Oh, my gosh. Get us back on the rails.
What?
Got to get back on the rails.
Wow.
Because we've just gone off of them.
Uh-huh.
Chocolate.
Chocolate.
All the way. Yes.
Vanilla.
No, I was going for chocolate balls.
There you go. Chocolate. All the way.
Nuts.
Balls.
So you prefer balls over nuts?
Is there a difference?
Are we talking about chocolate?
Did you ever eat
yes,
those?
there's a difference.
Did you ever eat those malted, what are
Like
they?
Whoppers?
Whoppers, yeah. Yeah, those are good.
Not really.
Chocolate balls.
Yeah.
I don't know what you guys are thinking.
All I know is that Oregon quarterback's only got 5 years now, if this new rule goes through.
This is crazy, I think, but maybe it just goes in line with everything else. So we'll tell you what we're talking about. Something that happened today, breaking, in fact, today, we'll tell you about. When we return here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Let's be honest. Watching the Rangers is better when you got something on the line. On Rangers game days, call your shot with the morning huddles. Rangers double dinger payday.
Play ball!
Pick the Ranger you think will send one into the seats. He hits one, you're going to a Rangers game. He hits two. Now you've just been upgraded. Tickets and a hotel stay. That's what we call getting paid. Wake up with the Morning Huddle. Make your pick and win with the Morning Huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Texas Rangers.
The Headline Blitz is brought to you by Novo Brewery, San Antonio's newest sports watching destination with over 80 feet of video walls, 60 craft beers, and hard kombucha on tap. A full bar and delicious menu. Novo Brewery is attached to North Star Mall and open late hours. San Antonio's newest sports headquarters is Novo Brewery. We're talking over 80 feet of massive video walls, a lineup of craft beers, and hard kombucha on tap. Novo Brewery, juicy, thick-cut ribeye steaks, picanha prime sirloin, Brazilian empanadas, stacked burgers, and more. Novo Brewery, built for fans, friends, and full-on game day energy. Novo Brewery, attached to North Star Mall with late hours. Check out the menu and taps at novobrew.com. That's novobrew.com.
Hey golfers, you could win a set of custom golf clubs from Flight by Yingling. Thank you to everyone who played in the sold-out 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Spring Golf Tournament presented by Flight by Yingling. Now, imagine hitting the course with a set of custom clubs valued at $2,800 with a cold flight, 2.6 carbs, and 95 calories. Enter now at yingling.com/golf. No purchase necessary. Must be 21 or older. Flight by Yingling. Enjoy responsibly. DG Yingling & Sons, Pottsville, Pennsylvania.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to OChoa, the #1 business phone system. OChoa works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation so customers get faster responses. And OChoa's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust OChoa. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try OChoa for free at OChoa.com/sports. That's OChoa.com/sports to try OChoa free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
America, look around. Everywhere you go, prices are still high, rates have been whipsawing markets, and the debt and spending don't exactly scream stability. Experts say diversifying with intention is the #1 secret account that all American smart money uses to hedge against instability. Monetary Gold has been around since 2000, witnessing multiple economic setbacks. If you call now, Monetary Gold will cover up to a lifetime of your IRA fees on qualified accounts. Call Monetary Gold now at 877-NOW-GOLD. That's 877-NOW-GOLD. Performance may vary. You should always consult your financial and tax professional.
You've said it before. This will only take a second. Just a quick glance. A fast reply. But on the road, seconds don't wait for you. They decide everything. Who stops, who doesn't, who makes it home. So next time your phone lights up, ask yourself, is this distraction worth a ticket or even a life? Put the phone away or pay. Paid for by NHTSA.
Hi, Flo here from Progressive. You know, life changes quickly, so it's good to have flexible coverage.
Oh, you mean like adding another vehicle?
Yes, that's something we can do.
Great, because I was thinking about getting a van so we could just keep the kids' softball stuff in the car.
Oh, we don't need to get into specifics. Just saying it's easy to change.
Oh, and Hannah wants to try the tuba.
Again, we don't need the specifics.
Last year, she wanted to be a tap dancer, but that only lasted 2 lessons.
Okay.
But she kept the shoes because they are adorable.
Well, just know that with Progressive, you can easily add another car to your auto insurance because we know life changes.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
You know, Jason, I think that we're just on the verge of seeing a lot of changes to college athletics. I really do. We had the president come out last week, issue an executive order that will take place or kick in on August the 1st. And then today, the NCAA proposes major changes to eligibility.
You know, and I'm curious how much of this was already in the works versus, we better do this before August 1st. So, you know what I mean? But,
yeah.
Ross Dellinger, first report that I saw at least this morning about the NCAA exploring options for eligibility. And it almost feels like they want to make college sports again. No waiver requests, no red shirts or exceptions will be permitted. Now, a couple of outliers, probably medical red shirt. They list military service, maternity leave, religious missions. But basically, from when you graduate or your 19th birthday, you got 5 years and 5 years of eligibility. So you don't have, you know, the Carson Becks of the world saying, dude, I haven't been to class in 2 years. What are you talking about? I don't know.
Well, look, the 5-year rule is kind of the way it was. You could redshirt a guy and still have 4 years of eligibility left.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of the same thing. And so they are just kind of going back to the old school way of doing it. If this passes, this is just a proposal. But I find it interesting that they are trying to make some changes. Now, the NCAA been sitting on their hands forever. And whether they got the stones to do something like this because of that executive order or not, I don't really care as long as they're doing. But I'm not sure this helps anything really other than what you just said about the Carson Becks and some of these other athletes that stay in school for 7-8 years.
The one thing that I originally thought of was all these guys that are getting the 6th and 7th year, and they're winning in court. I don't know if legally they can put the age restriction on it. And when I look at the military service part of an exception, maybe that is what they've already thought of. Because, military service, what does that mean? Like if you're in the National Guard and you join the service and you get called up and got to go, your clock stops. But like say you join the service right out of high school and decide afterwards you want to go. It's that 19-year-old part that just feels like age discrimination would be an easy win. Because if I can go to college at any point, why wouldn't I have eligibility at any point? But putting 5 years, a cap on the amount of time you can play college athletics, I do think is doable without that age restriction. And maybe that military service or, the religious missions, it's there. So if, you go on, one of those 2-year trips or whatever, that wouldn't count against you. So maybe they've already kind of looked at all of that, because I got to believe they have their lawyers looking at all these things and playing all the different possible scenarios before they release something. But that was the first thing I thought of. 5 years, I think you can get away with. Age, 19 or from when you graduate high school, that just seems like that'd be easy in a lawsuit. And I kind of go back to the NBA had to collectively bargain to put the age restriction in that you had to have 1 year of college before you were eligible. And that's how they got that done. It was collectively bargained. There is no union in college athletics, so there would be no collective bargaining part.
Which there should be, and I'm all in favor of a union in college athletics. I think there should be one. They should address it just like they do professional sports. Having said that, the NFL has something similar, right? But it's an age restriction. Now, I don't know if that was collectively
bargained. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But I like that because, what is it, 20 years old, I think, is the you have to be at least 20. Just to protect you from these big, giant dudes in the NFL. But I like this. I think it's good. A redshirt season, you can still do that. It doesn't take anything away from a coach if you don't want a guy to play right away. But it's just, you've got if you redshirt somebody or sit him for a year, you've got him for another 4 years, and that's it. There will be some exceptions, as you're talking about, but look, I like this thing. College athletics should be for college players, not for 25, 26-year-olds. I just don't think it should be. And if in the way NIL is right now, players are choosing to stay in college a little bit longer because they're getting paid more money.
You can make more money. And I mean, obviously we see it in football. You see it a lot in basketball. Fewer teams, bigger rosters, fewer guys that get a chance to go to the NBA. So, yeah, they could go play pro in Europe, or they can make a lot of money staying in college. And, a lot of money is depending on you, but probably more than you would have starting off with whatever your degree is offering up. And if you can go play, go play.
Yeah, I would think so, too. Look, who knows? I just think we're on the verge of seeing some major changes to college athletics, whether that's from the federal government or a combination of the federal government and the NCAA. And we'll just see how these things hold up in court because they will be challenged. I can almost guarantee that that's going to happen. This is a crazy story. We're going to hear from Jerry Jones coming up. But this story with Mike Vrabel and Diana Rossini is really catching fire. It was a New York Post yesterday as we were ending the show. Has pictures of Vrabel and Rossini at a pool, holding hands and kind of looking pretty chummy. Anything to that? Let's talk about it. We continue here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
If you're ready to feel like yourself again, if you're dealing with some weight gain, your energy isn't what it should be, your drive isn't what it should be, time to get your testosterone levels checked. At Synergenics and Low T Center, they make it easy, it's simple, and the TRT is customized to you. You see, Synergenics and Low T Center, they deliver hormone therapy built around you, the individual, not a standard protocol. Every treatment plan is customized based on your lab work, your symptoms, your provider evaluation, with ongoing adjustments designed to keep patients optimized safely over time. You don't get that from the telehealth middlemen. You see, Synergenics and Low T Center, they operate as a vertically integrated medical practice. From diagnostics and provider oversight to treatment and management and ongoing optimization, patients receive coordinated care designed for long-term results. And they also offer medically guided peptide and metabolic therapies that can support recovery, body composition, healthy aging, weight management, even sleep quality. So go get in and get tested. And right now, Synergenics and Low T Center, they are offering that T-test for men absolutely free. Hormone testing for ladies is just $99, normally $299. So book that initial appointment now at lowtcenter.com or synergenics.com, SYNERGENX.com.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Coming up on the Morning Huddle, the Spurs back in action. No Wemby. Was it no problem against the Blazers?
And the tradition like none other is teeing off. We'll talk Masters. There's NFL always circulating. You got to get up early to enjoy this. The party starts at 6.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. Morning 6 to 10 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
We have meaningful basketball being played in San Antonio for the first time in years, and you know the Roof Hub has proven to be the best place to go watch the games with those 3 massive 170-inch screens and TVs all around. All the games, all the fights, and when you show up at the Roof Hub, show up hungry. Open daily at 11. Great for lunch, great for dinner, great for late at night, and the best place to watch the game. Just down from the big blind, right next to the Angry Elephant. The Roof Hub, 281 in Redland Road. We'll see you at the Roo.
My son loves to fly kites, but my active psoriatic arthritis can sometimes hold me back. Now with Skyrizi to treat my skin and joints, I'm ready to go. Skyrizi, risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults, helps with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue. For those who also have plaque psoriasis, 90% clearer skin is possible with just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
With Skyrizi, there's nothing like clearer skin and better movement, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi today and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKY-RIZI to learn more.
Pump up the volume.
Business moves fast. Orders roll in, deadlines close in. When you ship with USPS Ground Advantage, you can keep up with confidence. Every package stays in our secure network from dock to door. And with nationwide reach, dependable tracking, and upfront affordable pricing, you get built-in peace of mind. You run the business. We run the routes. Visit USPS.com/Ground Advantage to learn more.
When snack time calls, Pork Rinds answers. Be your own crunch time hero with Southern Recipe Small Batch Pork Rinds. Skip the chip and go straight for the ultimate crunch that's low carb, high protein, and loaded with bold flavor. We're talking sweet barbecue or hot honey. Yeah, it's that good. Snack smarter, crunch harder. Stock up on Southern Recipe Small Batch Pork Rinds at H-E-B or head to porkrinds.com. Make Southern Recipe your crunch time hero.
Attention coaches, educators, and booster clubs. Need a fundraiser that's different from the rest? With Gardenville, supporters purchase something they already need. High quality, locally sourced mulch and compost. Your organization earns money on every sale. Real products, real value, with support from Gardenville to keep it simple. Ready to grow your fundraiser? Visit garden-ville.com/fundraising. That's garden-ville.com/fundraising.
This is an important notice to all U.S. taxpayers. The IRS is giving away billions of dollars in tax savings through a federal program called the Fresh Start Initiative to aid delinquent taxpayers. This initiative was established for anyone facing financial hardship and unable to pay their back taxes. Qualifying and enrolling in this program will stop all collections, settle your delinquent tax problem, and even reduce what you owe by thousands of dollars. Call the hotline at People's Tax Relief to see if you qualify and get this free information by dialing 800-927-1086. If you have unfiled tax returns or cannot afford to pay your personal or business back taxes, you can now get the help you need. One simple phone call can resolve your tax problem and save you thousands of dollars. To see if you qualify and to get this important free information, call 800-927-1086. 800-927-1086. 800-927-1086.
More of us.
Oh, exactly right. Hope your Wednesday is going great, everybody. Yeah, this is the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Thanks for spending a little time with us. We appreciate it on this hump day. I'm Joe Reinagle. He is Jason Minix. There's always time to talk a little football, isn't there?
Always.
Always.
Although if you haven't heard, Wemby's out tonight, so is Castle.
Yes.
More on that coming up.
Absolutely. Yes.
Are we going gossipy first or Jerry Jones first?
Whatever you want to do, Minix. I'll let you decide. How about gossipy? Because this is a.
I'm glad you let me decide because that's exactly where I was going to go. I mean, hearing Jerry talk about the draft, this Diana Rossini, Mike Vrabel story.
Crazy, isn't it?
It is bizarre on a variety of levels. Both are married.
Yes.
Not to each other.
No.
Her response is what has me a little bit more surprised. I mean, the idea that reporters and coaches, athletes and stuff do spend time together outside of the work environment, that is true. But holding hands, embracing the way they were doing, it's one thing to hug somebody, hello, that's cool. But they were walking around holding hands, according to all the photos. And then the fact that they said there were a lot of other people there, yet there's nobody else in those photos. Nobody. I mean, unless those are those cool new iPhone features where you can just eliminate people. But I didn't see anybody else in any of those photos. I am surprised The Athletic has not fired Diana Rossini.
Wow.
I mean, you talk about crossing the line.
Well, this is true, but I wonder if look, they're going to have to go through they can't just fire her, right? I mean, if they're denying it and they say, hey, everybody else was there. It's interesting because I saw online a few minutes ago that it wasn't too long ago Diana Rossini was on Get Up talking about her marriage and it wasn't very good. So
I didn't know that.
I don't know if there's something about that or not, but Vrabel's denying it. He says, look, it's all ridiculous. And
well, I mean, he could say that all he wants. You saw the photos.
Laughable,
right?
Is what he said.
You get home, what do you think Mrs. Vrabel is saying? Right?
Unless she was there. But even if she was there, it's like, what the hell are you doing? Can you imagine going to a resort with I don't know, friends, if you're friends with the Rossinis or Diana and her husband, and you're getting caught holding hands and giving her a hug without the wife around? I'd be worried about things being chopped off.
Lorena.
Yes.
Maybe it is all innocent, and it is exactly what they say it is. But it's an incredible resort in Sedona, and then they go to what Page 6 says appears to be the roof of a private bungalow at this resort in Sedona. And the photo, I mean, it looks like they were trying to escape. Now, first off, you're there for the NFL owners meetings, but one, Diana Rossini is very recognizable.
Absolutely.
So was Mike Vrabel, the head coach in the NFL that, I don't know, wasn't he just at the Super Bowl? I mean,
yes.
Even people that don't follow football watch the Super Bowl. It's just like you're somewhere that public and hoping that you wouldn't get recognized is a little surprising.
And for Vrabel and especially Rossini, thinking that there would be no cameras around or I mean, there's always now cameras everywhere. I mean, somebody's going to take your picture, and especially if, I mean, seeing Vrabel and Rossini together, it's like, whoa.
Well, and now granted, just going with what the photos and what the reporting is, you know, they're on the rooftop of a bungalow, which is a different part of the resort that offers a little bit of privacy. They're seen there holding hands and then embracing. And then, according, you know, there's photos of them in the pool and then what looks like the hot tub.
Yep.
For about an hour and a half after they had breakfast together. They did leave the pool area separately, according to the article. It is just very, very surprising in that regard. But, you know, for Diana Rossini to say this is normal, no. Not quite like that, I don't think.
Well, I don't think so either. And you talk about, and I'm looking at a picture here, and I don't know where this one comes. This is one that I have not seen. It looks from a far off distance, and it shows Vrabel and Rossini. I mean, he's giving her a big bear hug looking thing, and there's nobody else around.
No,
I mean, there's not one person.
No, they
around.
are in Sedona, man. That is, and that, you know, the picture from far away, but yeah, that seems a little bit more than your typical hello.
Well, I love the fact that the internet is undefeated because it's got now Rossini and Vrabel in that Coldplay couple that got caught at that concert.
Yep.
It's got them in that little pose, and like I don't know what's going to happen, but you're right. If this turns out to be, that is a conflict of, and nothing's going to happen to Vrabel. I mean, New England's not going to fire him over this, but certainly the Athletic could fire Rossini over this. This is a conflict of interest, without a doubt. Wow. Yeah, I mean, this is crazy. And again, remember, this broke, these pictures came out right as we were going off the air yesterday.
Yep.
And they have caught fire today, for sure. Unbelievable. I don't know what's going to happen. That's
I mean, again, if it is innocent, not only did they have to explain it to their significant others, Vrabel's a married man, I'm guessing, just based on these photos, you would have a lot of explaining to do. She, same thing to her husband, but her to her bosses. But also, I mean, when you think about just inside information that you could get from a source, from a credibility standpoint, I think this hurts Diana Rossini in a lot of ways.
Well, unless she's reporting on the New England Patriots, then she might have all the inside scoop. I mean, you know, a little pillow talk. You never know what's happening. The Athletic, the executive editor, has issued a statement. He said the photos are misleading and lack essential context. So it doesn't sound like she's in any trouble when it comes to her job, at least at this point in time. I mean, he went on to say Diana's a premier journalist covering the NFL, and we're proud to have her at the Athletic. So it doesn't sound like she's in any danger of losing her job, at least at this point in time. But certainly, people are going to look into that, and I think it would be pretty easy if you're a journalist worth your salt, you'd be able to find out if there were any other people at this particular resort. I would think.
Well, and the other part of it too is, I mean, they might be misleading. Sure, meet me on the rooftop of the bungalow. I got a tip for you. Versus
just the tip.
Just the tip. I'm glad you caught that. But then also hanging out at the pool. If everybody's there, they are friends. I have no problem with that. A hug, no problem with that. Holding hands while you're walking, no.
Well, dude, seriously, just think about it, because the one shot is of them in a hot tub or the pool or whatever. It's just the two of them.
Well, there's both, yeah.
So, you think your wife would go for that? You're laying next to Diana Rossini in the pool? No, is the answer you're looking for.
I mean,
I think there's something here. It's just they didn't think they were going to get caught, and they got caught.
Isn't that most? But, again, you were just in the Super Bowl. You're famous. Yeah.
Well, Rossini's famous. I mean, a lot of people know her, especially if you're a sports fan at all. I mean, she is a premier journalist. There's no question about that.
And fantastic. I'm a big fan of her work.
I am too.
But I'm not a big fan of her statement. Yeah, reporters do hang out with other people outside of work. Not like that.
Yeah.
Not like that.
Now, I don't know where Joshua Jimenez found this picture of me and Jerry Jones. What he says he's got a photo of me and Jerry.
Well, I've got a lot of photos of you and Jerry.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, at a resort?
Well, Nobu and Malibu. I mean, that photo of you and Michael, no.
Yeah, well, I was just trying to get some information out of him. Come on.
Is that what you were doing?
That's it. That's all it was.
You were trying to get alcohol from him.
No, that's easy.
Mm-hmm.
That's easy. That's not a problem. It'd be interesting to see what happens with this, and obviously we'll continue to follow it. Texans did something today that obviously they were going to do anyway, and something they had to do. They exercised the fifth-year options for C.J. Stroud and Will Anderson Jr. Will Anderson Jr. is going to get paid, I think, before the season begins. Now, whether C.J. Stroud does or not, or the Texans wait another year and get another year on a rookie deal with him, remains to be seen.
I would say because C.J.'s about, $25-26 million this year on the fifth year.
Mm-hmm.
He's a hell of a bargain. And if he has a great year, then I don't think there's any question that he'll get that extension. Would I be surprised if in the next couple of weeks you hear that Nick Caserio signed him to a 4-year, $240, $250, $260? No. Will Anderson, I expect that. These feel like formalities. Obviously, they're going to pick up the fifth-year option on both of them. I think Will Anderson does get paid. If you're the Texans, do you feel like you need another year before you decide to lock in C.J. Stroud? I mean, that guy's best season was his rookie year. And while he has been to the playoffs in, 3 straight years, 3 or 4, whatever, and he has won playoff games. He hasn't looked as great doing it. And last year in the playoffs, that was a disaster. I mean, he made mistakes that a rookie wouldn't make in that playoff game.
Yeah, against New England, it was awful. They should have beaten the Patriots, and most likely would have gone to the Super Bowl had it not been for a horrible game from C.J. Stroud. But look, Jason, you know as well as I do, NFL teams desperate for quarterbacks, and you think you got one, they're going to end up signing C.J. Stroud. They're not going to let him go. But will they make him play one more year on his rookie deal before they sign him to that? That's what's going to be interesting to see. I think Will Anderson Jr. is going to get his money.
Yeah.
And he'll get paid before the season begins. But can the same be said about Stroud?
And again, it might be where the number is, but keep in mind, I mean, while this is the fifth-year option year that's getting picked up, then they could tag him for a couple years if they wanted to.
Very true.
So you kind of look at the Dak Prescott route, although the difference being a first-round quarterback versus, a fourth-round quarterback. But I could see a scenario where if CJ continues to play okay but not great, how do they handle it there? Because especially in the AFC, because the best quarterbacks in the league are all on the AFC side. And so when you look at, now I know Trevor Lawrence got paid. If you're CJ, are you in a hurry to get paid, or do you want to see what does Bryce get? What do some of these other quarterbacks get? Because at some point, hell, what about Lamar?
Yeah,
I mean, Lamar's an $80 million cap hit next year, give or take. He's got to get a new deal. If you're CJ, do you want to wait just so you can top all those deals? Because I was surprised in this last round of quarterbacks that nobody surpassed Dak Prescott. I can't imagine that we get another round of quarterbacks and that doesn't happen. Then again, nobody thought Tua was going to get paid. Nobody thought Trevor was going to get the max deal, yet they did. But when you look at what the Texans are having to pay C.J. Stroud this year versus Kirk Cousins to be the assistant coach there with the Raiders, or Malik Willis and what he's getting paid to lead the Dolphins. Yeah, hell of a bargain for the Houston Texans.
Well, it is a hell of a bargain, and I'm hoping that these NFL teams are coming to their senses by not paying these quarterbacks everything that, just because we got to surpass Dak Prescott. Now, Lamar Jackson probably will. Although, I'll be totally honest with you, if you're Baltimore, I think you're stupid for doing that. And I will say it. I know he's a great quarterback, and he's a talented guy, but it seems like he's hurt every time you turn around now. And you're going to pay this guy $70 million a year? And I'm sure he's going to get it. But I'm just saying, man, that kind of money really hamstrings you when it comes to the rest of your team. And I would imagine Lamar's going to get that. But, boy, would you pay Lamar Jackson $70 million a year?
I mean, it's not my money.
Or $65 million or whatever he's going to get.
But you understand the market and how well he has handled his business. It wouldn't surprise me. You just look at that cap hit and you go, well, that ain't going to happen. New coach coming in, new system. The fact that he showed up for offseason this year, Lamar Jackson.
Well, he's of course he's doing everything he should be doing when you're wanting a new contract. Yep. That's what guys should do.
Yep.
When you're wanting a new contract. Look, if Baltimore does that, they do it. But just be prepared. I hope you got a good backup, because I just don't think he just doesn't make seasons anymore. And I think a lot of that's because of the way that he plays. Who knows? But we'll see what happens. Love talking NFL. Is it football season yet? I'm just wondering.
No.
Fortunately for us, the Spurs are going to the playoffs. So
yes, sir.
We will talk Spurs before the show is over a lot as they get ready for the Portland Trailblazers tonight. Hope everybody's having a great hump day. We are. We got a lot more to do here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You know, injuries happen, and when they do, you can skip the ER and get straight to the Ortho Now Injury Clinic by TSAOG Orthopedics and Spine. You see, Ortho Now provides walk-in care for injuries like broken bones, dislocations, sprains, and strains. It's conveniently located over there in the Corey area, and they do have extended hours Monday through Saturday. They have on-site x-ray, casting, and bracing. In fact, they have everything you need to treat your injury, but no urgent care or emergency room copay. So if you're injured, get to the Ortho Now Injury Clinic. Learn more online at TSAOG.com. That's TSAOG.com.
KTFM Floresville. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Your home for the Blitz. 2 to 6 on YouTube and always at sasportstar.com.
Almost 90 years ago, Academy Sports and Outdoors was born right here in Texas. So we know a thing or two about a thing or two. Like beans don't belong in chili. It's called a feeder road. And how far really means how long. We've been your neighbor for generations. That's why we're adding Texas-sized deals across the store, only in Texas. If you happen to find a better price at a competitor, we'll beat it by 5%. Academy. Fun can't lose.
Do you owe back taxes or have unfiled tax returns? The IRS won't quit until they get your money. Here's great news, fresh from those in the know. Major changes have happened at the IRS. If you owe more than $10,000, you may be eligible for a 99% reduction of what you owe. Haven't filed a return for a while? Their happy clients are talking.
The IRS was going to levy my bank account, but Guardian was able to prevent that and fix all my IRS issues. Thanks again, Guardian Tax.
Need relief from crushing tax debt? The IRS now has special programs. Guardian Tax knows all about them. Personal or business, this is the fresh new break you've been hoping for.
We aren't the company you call when you need a hug because you're scared of the IRS. Guardian Tax is the company that wins when you need it most.
Guardian Tax Service is really great to work with. They really help me out. I'd recommend them highly.
Call now for a free confidential consultation. 800-505-4326. 800-505-4326. 800-505-4326. 800-505-4326.
Most of us go to the doctor when we're sick or need prescriptions refilled. But at the Institute for Functional Health, we offer a different and complete version of primary care. This means you will get the medications you need, but we will also put together a custom game plan to fix the root cause and allow your body to heal itself. I'm Dr. Torres at the Institute for Functional Health, and we help people get off of medications. Call me for a free consultation, 468-1891, or online at iffhealth.com. You will experience a doctor's visit unlike any you've ever had. 468-1891.
Do you owe back taxes or have unfiled tax returns? The IRS won't quit until they get your money. Here's great news, fresh from those in the know. Major changes have happened at the IRS. If you owe more than $10,000, you may be eligible for a 99% reduction of what you owe. Haven't filed a return for a while? Their happy clients are talking.
The IRS was going to levy my bank account, but Guardian was able to prevent that and fix all my IRS issues. Thanks again, Guardian Tax.
Need relief from crushing tax debt? The IRS now has special programs. Guardian Tax knows all about them. Personal or business, this is the fresh new brick you've been hoping for.
We aren't the company you call when you need a hug because you're scared of the IRS. Guardian Tax is the company that wins when you need it most.
Guardian Tax Service is really great to work with. They really help me out. I'd recommend them highly.
Call now for a free confidential consultation. 800-505-7915. 800-505-7915. 800-505-7915.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance tech at a university, he knows ordering from multiple suppliers takes time away from keeping their arena up and running. That's why he counts on Grainger to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hi, I am Officer Sarai Walton with the San Antonio Police Department. SAPD is always hiring, and you can apply online if you think you have what it takes to become part of the SAPD family. Submit your application at sapdcareers.com. Once you submit your application, you will be contacted to begin the process. The San Antonio Police Department is always hiring. Start your journey to a rewarding career by applying online at sapdcareers.com. That is sapdcareers.com.
Spring is in the air, and Alev's long-lasting pain relief is here to keep you moving. The days are longer and the flowers are blooming. Whether it's gardening, yard work, or just spending more time outdoors, spring is a way of getting us moving despite any body pain. That's where Aleve can keep you going. With just one dose, Aleve gives you long-lasting body pain relief for up to 12 hours. From sunup to sundown, Aleve's got your back. Try Aleve. Use as directed for minor aches and pains.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
San Antonio Spurs return to action tonight. They'll take on the Portland Trail Blazers inside the Frost Bank Center. Tip-off is set for 8:30. It will be televised on ESPN. Wemby and Steph Castle officially have been ruled out, but Wemby's x-rays and MRI came back clean. He's considered day-to-day. In fact, the Spurs have confidence he will play in one of the final 3 games that make him eligible for those postseason awards.
Joe Reinagel.
That's the 3rd time in 7 seasons the San Antonio Spurs are the NBA champions.
Jason Minix.
They go back to big day as Super Bowl champions. Dallas 52, Buffalo 17.
It's the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
On a hump day!
Hump day!
Hump day!
Hump day!
I
love that camel.
Damn, I do. I really do. That guy. Hope everybody's having a great hump day out there. We certainly are. Thank you for spending a little time with us on your hump day. You're on the Blitz, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I'm Joe Reinagel. He is Jason Minix.
Glad you're having a great day.
Having a great day. Are you?
Absolutely.
Of course.
Yeah.
What's not to have a great day about?
True.
Right?
It's a great day.
It's one of those great days. Glad we established that.
Going to be a great night, too. Going to get some good barbecue for dinner tonight?
Are you really?
Absolutely.
Wow. You're not making it?
I'm not. No, I got some friends in town, and we're going to Pinkerton's.
Oh, well, that's a good place to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not bad.
Mm-hmm.
My brother-in-law is in town for a couple of weeks because he's got moved to St. Louis, but he still has his doctors here.
Yep.
And so he's got all of that. So I don't know what we're doing for dinner tonight, but I don't know. I'm going to suggest the Roo Pub.
Oh, you could go to the Roo Pub. Little steak night tonight.
Yeah, I think it'd be great.
Mm-hmm.
So it just sounds damn good.
Well, one, it sounds good. It is good. It's a great steak for $19.95. But there is just something about when you say, "Honey, let's go to the Roo Pub." Maggie always says, "Let's go."
Well, she does.
There's no hesitation. Like asking, "Do you like vanilla or chocolate ice cream?"
Chocolate.
There's no hesitation. Yes or no. Roo Pub tonight? Yes. She always says yes.
You know, she does. So I'm going to suggest that and see if, what she says. She might say, "I'll meet you there."
She might.
It's possible.
She might already be there. It's 4:03.
I doubt it.
Will she be up or down?
No, she's well.
That's a loaded question.
I don't
Pledge.
know. I don't know what you mean, Pledge. No, I do actually. Well, I don't know. Her luck has been pretty good. So, if I was a gambling man, I'd say up. But no, we'll see.
Good news is you show up and everything evens out.
It really does because I've been like a drain on her for whatever reason. She wins and I lose, and that's the way it goes. I figure, at some point I'm due.
At some point,
right?
At some point.
I mean, I have to be due, and so I keep waiting for that big win. I'm going to get in there. I'll ask the servers, Bree in particular, if what's the hot machine.
Mm-hmm.
It's my source at
your insider tip.
Angry Elephant, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, love going to both the Elephant and the Roo Pub over there. A lot of fun. A lot of good people over there.
Great people.
They really are.
Yep.
So, look, I don't know what we're going to do, but
something.
Starting to think about it. If I don't stay away from those little cupcakes in the break room, we had
Are there any left?
We had a work meeting. Well, there's no chocolate ones left.
Oh, okay.
Because I ate them all.
You did. Well, thanks for bringing some in the studio.
Well, there's some vanilla ones in there.
Right.
You a vanilla guy?
I mean, I will be if there's not a chocolate option.
Well, there's no option that I saw. Well, the next time I go in there, I'll bring them in.
Look at him, situational on the chocolate and vanilla.
Yeah. I see. I could play quarterback at Oregon.
What do you got? You got apple pie or something you want to put it on top of?
It's a cupcake. You don't need apple pie with that.
Well, we're talking ice cream earlier.
Again, I know what we were talking about earlier, but we're talking about cupcakes now, and they don't go together here. If the chocolate option was still there, except for, Ryan Eagle apparently ate them all, then I'll go vanilla because that's the only option. Were there any other flavors?
No, there was only chocolate and
strawberry.
vanilla. Oh, there was strawberry.
Is there strawberry left?
I don't think so. I didn't see any.
Well, who ate the strawberry ones?
Well, I don't know. I didn't eat those.
I saw one. I got one at the end of the little luncheon thing.
Was it good?
It was.
Would you rather have the chocolate or the strawberry? Or let me rephrase that, because there is no chocolate. Would you rather have the vanilla or the strawberry?
Strawberry.
See, that Pledge is, boom. He answers that question right
Because
away.
he hates vanilla.
He does?
No, vanilla's one of my favorites. I'd much rather have vanilla over chocolate.
That's unfortunate, Pledge. I don't get that, but okay.
See, I think all James Pledger is really doing is trying to lay the groundwork for his birthday coming up on what to get him. He would rather have vanilla than chocolate.
Well, if you're taking orders, cookie cake.
You would rather have cookie cake.
Yeah.
I find that interesting. On Saturday, Jason Thompson, who runs Ansira Auto Group with April Ansira, her husband. Jason's birthday was Saturday, and we were out a deal. He prefers ice cream cake.
Oh, those are good, though.
Oh, my God, it was so good.
Yeah, those are good.
That was fantastic.
Yeah, the
far
right
better,
ice cream cake.
far better than a cookie cake.
Yeah, well, I agree with that completely.
I mean, that ice cream cake was so good.
Dude, they're always good.
Chocolate or vanilla?
Chocolate.
Yeah, it was chocolate. Come on.
No, but they're always good. It hadn't been to Baskin-Robbins in a long time.
Yeah?
Maggie and I went in there. I don't know. It's been a couple weeks probably.
Take the grandkids?
No.
Sounds like something you should do. Take the grandkids in to get ice cream.
It was just us, and you walk by that cooler full of ice cream cakes.
Mm-hmm.
You're going, damn, those look good. Didn't get them.
Got a generic cone instead?
I'm a cone guy, yeah.
And,
with a scoop of chocolate, by the way.
But you could have gotten the cake.
Oh, I could have, but I didn't want the cake.
And I want to say that the ice cream cake was there was chocolate and mint chocolate chip, which was fantastic.
Jeez, dude, come on.
Mint chocolate chip is awesome.
No.
Oh, that's awesome.
No.
It really is.
No. I mean, so that's why I don't buy mint chocolate
Girl Scout
cookies.
Those are the Thin Mints are great too.
Oh, crumble them up on vanilla ice cream.
Oh, please.
That sounds like a good idea. Then a shot of Fireball.
Ooh.
Now we're talking.
On mint ice cream. Mint cookies.
That's part of the vanilla ice cream. Go home, get some vanilla ice cream and a shot of Fireball, and tell me that doesn't change your life for the better.
I have no doubt about that, and I'm sure it would be fantastic, but not when you crumble up a bunch of mint.
It just adds to it.
No.
Delicious.
It does not.
Also, Joe saying he is a cone guy. I just have this visual of him with one of those dog cones around his neck.
Dog cone?
Like he just got snipped and he can't lick himself? I mean, come on.
Dude,
you just pictured it.
Well, no, it's not that, dude.
The ability of what that prevents is what he's thinking about.
Well, who the hell can lick themselves?
The dogs.
Well, a dog.
Marilyn Manson.
Humans can't do that.
He had ribs removed.
Well, I guess, why? So he can lick himself?
Seriously?
Well, I guess if,
Lord.
If nobody else around.
Wow.
Well, you're always jealous of a dog, aren't you? Sit there and go to town. Oh, my gosh. The hell are we going with it?
I'm not sure you.
I mean, just picture that.
I'd rather not picture you trying to.
Honey, I got to go to the bar. I'll be right back.
It'll just look like he's trying to flip us off with his toe.
I'll be right back, honey.
A headache again, no worries. I'm good.
Give me a cigarette. Dude. I'd be a car.
Oh, you got to give him that hawk too and spit on that thing. You get me?
So Wemby's out tonight.
Now Wemby's
stop.
I mean, he's tall enough. You think he'd
stop? Castle's out tonight.
Wemby laying on the floor in a horseshoe shape.
He does do all those plyometrics and yoga and stuff,
right?
You're a dumb butt.
I don't know. Who knows?
Stop it. He's just got to quit that.
Well, not necessarily, Jerry.
Well, let's try a big long one here.
We got soft in the D gap.
I don't know a guy alive, honestly, that now.
What?
I'm intrigued by this. Marilyn Manson got ribs removed so he could easily lick himself. Does that actually work?
It's the rumor.
Wow. I'm sure there are some guys that are, well endowed that might be able to handle that. I don't know. I can't imagine wanting to do that, but I'm just saying.
It sounds like you put a lot of thought into this, actually.
Not, dude.
Like way too much thought. Maybe you've tried it a time or four.
No.
Yeah, started taking some lessons to limber up a little bit because I imagine at that point it's more about flexibility than anything else.
Well,
I mean, it doesn't matter how well endowed you are. If you ain't flexible, it ain't happening.
I've never been flexible, so I had nothing to worry about.
Trust me, I work with you. We and that's in all parts of your life.
I mean, that might have been something you thought about when you were 16, 15, I don't know.
Is that what you were thinking about down in Alice, Texas?
No.
A little too much time on your hand
No.
when you had to watch porn the old way, like with your dad's magazine? Or going to channel 99 and hoping that the picture would clear up just long enough to see a boob?
Dude, I'm older. We didn't have channel 99.
You didn't have 99?
Dude, I went to the country. I was a lifeguard. That was my porn. It's like there's 30-something-year-old women out there going,
well, I like porn. Help. I can't stand up.
It's like, oh, my gosh. I'll save you in a minute.
Let me grab those flotation devices.
Exactly. Yeah, that was the best job ever in the history of ever. Being a lifeguard out there.
Something tells me Joe got in trouble in one of his marriages for charges to a hotel room.
Dude, I got in trouble for a lot of things in my first one. Kind of a knucklehead.
She was such a lovely lady.
Yeah, absolutely.
And probably still is a lovely lady. I
Sure.
just haven't talked to her in forever. But you were just always in trouble.
Well,
I mean, and at that point, it was, what the hell? I'm already in trouble.
Well, no, it wasn't that. It was like, that's when the little head leads the big head. You know what I'm saying? And it would pull me around like.
It's hard. Yeah, it's definitely hard.
I'm glad those days are over. What the hell are we talking about
I
here?
want me some glory.
Holy cow, is this confession day?
I mean,
I think you're Googling yoga classes.
Yeah.
No, he's got Marilyn Manson up on his screen right now.
Let's see, what's the recovery time from getting ribs removed?
So would that be a plastic surgeon?
That's a good question. I don't know.
You don't want to know is the right answer. Who cares?
I don't know. I'm not getting ribs removed, all right?
Maybe Wemby needs a rib removed.
Maybe he does.
Stop. It's just a bruise. So you said there were cupcakes left, huh?
There are cupcakes.
All right, I'm going down the hall to get a cupcake.
There are also
Ripcord, damn
it! We will talk Spurs and Wemby and get out of this nastiness when we return here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I tell you what, you looking for a place to go watch the Spurs game tonight? If you are, I have got the place for you to go. It is the newest sports watching destination here in San Antonio. And look, if you haven't been to Novo Brewery yet, you need to get in there because I promise you go once, you're going to want to go back again, and again. This place is fantastic. It's attached to North Star Mall, and I say that because it is. It's in the mall, but you don't have to go in the mall to get there. It's got its own entrance. You park right there in the parking lot, enter North Star Mall from Rector Road, and bam, you are right there. This place has got video or screens all over the place. There's not a bad seat in the house. In fact, they've got 8 massive LED screens, 80 feet of LED video walls. They've got 60 craft beers on tap, and they've got domestic beer on tap as well. A lot of them. The choices are amazing, not to mention the fact they've got a full bar. So if you don't feel like drinking beer, you want a cocktail, they can make you whatever cocktail you want. And then you go to the food. The food is absolutely fantastic. I love the picanha skewers. It is my go-to. Those are absolutely fantastic. But they've got everything from wings all the way up to a delicious ribeye steak. So, I mean, everything that meets the gamut, whether it's empanadas or the burgers are fantastic there as well. It is just a great place to go. You need to check this out if you haven't done so yet. It is their very first location in Texas, and I tell you what, it probably will not be their last. You want to check them out before you go? That's cool. Do this. Go to novobrew.com. That's N-O-V-O brew.com.
San Antonio, it's time to saddle up for indoor football action at the Freeman Coliseum. Saturday, April 18th at 4 p.m., your San Antonio Gunslingers host the defending IFL champions, the Vegas Nighthawks. These gunslingers are ready to draw fast and bring the thunder in a high-scoring showdown you don't want to miss. Partial season tickets, group packages, and individual seats are available now at sagunslingers.com. Grab your crew, bring the family, and let's pack the Freeman Coliseum. Guns up, San Antonio.
What if your instincts could pay off? With Robinhood Prediction Markets, you could put your knowledge to work on the events that matter to you. Prediction Markets isn't just sports. It's the Fed rate decision, your favorite award show, and so much more beyond the playing field. Trade events with Robinhood. Visit Robinhood.com/predict. That's Robinhood.com/predict. Futures and cleared swaps trading involves significant risk and is not appropriate for everyone. Event contracts are offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, a registered futures commission merchant and swap firm.
You've said it before. This will only take a second. Just a quick glance. A fast reply. But on the road, seconds don't wait for you. They decide everything. Who stops, who doesn't, who makes it home. So next time your phone lights up, ask yourself, Is this distraction worth a ticket or even a life? Put the phone away or pay. Paid for by NHTSA.
Whoa. Okay, this one says you get a free phone if you switch. Hey, this one also says you get a free phone if you switch.
Yeah, they all do, hon.
Wait. The T-Mobile one says families saved over $3,700 versus the other big guys in the past 5 years. And their experience plans have Netflix included, plus a year of Dash Pass by DoorDash.
Hang on, let me see that. And a 5-year price guarantee? Oh yeah, we're switching.
That's what I'm talking about. Do we clap now, or...?
I'm thinking high five.
At T-Mobile, get savings that keep stacking up. That's value you can feel every day. Switch now at T-Mobile.
Savings based on Harris X billing snapshots from Q3 2021 to Q4 2025 among accounts with 3+ voice lines compared to AT&T and Verizon, excluding discounts, credits, and optional charges. See harrisx.com/T-Mobile. Price guarantee on talk, text, and data. Exclusions like taxes and fees apply. See T-Mobile.com.
My name is Christine, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, was a healthy 34-year-old, and 3 months later, he was gone. Thankfully, he had life insurance. Ethos made it so easy. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. 100% online, no medical exam. Life insurance didn't take away the loss, but it did give us the space to just grieve.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. Ethos.com/game. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
San Antonio has a drinking problem, and it's getting worse every day. More and more people are on the bottle. This is Rob Thompson for Connecticut Quality Water Systems of San Antonio in the Hill Country, and I want to help you get off the bottle. The plastic water bottle, that is. I don't blame you. Tap water has that off taste, but buying bottled water over and over is like losing in the first round every single week. You keep paying, you keep hauling it home, and the bottled water companies keep hauling your money to the bank. There's a better way out there. Right now, when you buy Connecticut water softener, you get a K5 reverse osmosis drinking station free. It's installed right in your kitchen sink. It's like having a bottled water machine at home without the bottles. Pure, clean, great tasting water. The K5 helps remove the contaminants and reduce the stuff that messes with taste and odor. Do what Dave Ramsey recommends. Do what I do. Make the wise investment. Call Connecticut today, 210-656-PURE. That's 210-656-PURE. Go get one today. I know you're going to be thanking me later.
ConnecticutSA.com.
License number 38961.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Coming up on the Morning Huddle, the Spurs back in action. No Wemby. Was it no problem against the Blazers?
And the tradition like none other is teeing off. We'll talk Masters. There's NFL always circulating. You got to get up early to enjoy this. The party starts at 6.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. Mornings 6 to 10 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. It's the Blitz with Jason and Joe on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Lots of stuff happening. Happy to be here on the Blitz. Happy you're here with us. I'm Joe. He's Jason. And happy hump day, everybody.
It is. And if you're watching on our YouTube page, appreciate it. If you're not, head over to our YouTube page. I just want to clarify something. In that last segment, we talked about a lot of things, including cupcakes. Chocolate cupcakes versus vanilla cupcake. If somebody says they only have chocolate or vanilla ones left, what are you thinking versus chocolate cupcakes? Are you thinking the cupcake or the icing if somebody says they only have vanilla ones left? Pledge?
I thought he meant cupcakes.
Not you weren't thinking about frosting at all.
No.
Doesn't factor into it.
The frosting doesn't even have a taste.
You were going to have frosting and then see a vanilla cupcake, right? So I go down the hall, and there are 3 left. So I brought the whole box in here so I could share with my teammates. Pledge has already eaten one, so have I. But these are the cupcakes. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see it.
Sure.
Now, when I look at this lovely cupcake, you guys might have to zoom in a little bit. We don't have that ability with our fancy cameras, but it's the white frosting.
Right.
With what we thought was chocolate cake turns out it's red velvet.
So what I was talking about was the chocolate frosting. Well, everybody does that. If you're looking at a cupcake, now tell me, because, see, this is what happens. And I want to know from all of you there on
we might need a poll on YouTube.
We may need a poll. Look, if it's a chocolate cupcake, yeah, the cake itself is chocolate.
Yeah.
Or red velvet in that situation. But the icing is not. It's vanilla icing.
But nobody buys based on the frosting.
Of course they do.
No.
Oh.
Now, you can get chocolate cupcakes with chocolate frosting. But if you tell me it's a chocolate cupcake, I'm not thinking what is the flavor of the frosting. I'm thinking what is the flavor of the cake.
Well, let me ask you this question then.
Okay.
If it's a chocolate cupcake and vanilla frosting, it's no longer chocolate because you got to mix. It's like your HEB, your whatever the hell that thing's called. It's just it's not chocolate anymore. It's a combination of chocolate and vanilla.
I think it would be considered a chocolate cupcake with vanilla frosting. Would be what the description on it would be from the cupcake
if
place.
It was true chocolate, it would be chocolate.
It would be chocolate cupcake with chocolate frosting.
Right. That's chocolate cupcakes. That's not a chocolate cupcake. That's a half and half.
Well, it turns out it's red velvet anyway.
Well, there you go. You see, I knew that.
Now, on 420, nobody's going to give a damn. And I just got this in my email, which I'm kind of surprised that this hasn't sold out yet. There are tickets available on 420. We'll be live at Mellow Mushroom that day, by the way.
All right.
But at Red Rocks Amphitheater in Colorado, just outside of Denver, Snoop Dogg and Ice Cube are putting on a concert at Red Rocks on 420. That's pretty appropriate.
Snoop Dogg and who?
Ice Cube.
Oh, yeah. I would say they'd probably might be a little something to smoke around there, I would think.
On 420 in Colorado?
Yeah.
At Red Rocks?
With Snoop Dogg?
And lots of cupcakes.
Yes. I'm sure you're going to have the munchies.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. What the hell is this? We got a poll up on our San Antonio Sports Star YouTube page. If someone says they only have chocolate cupcakes left, what do you think they meant? And I actually said they only have vanilla cupcakes left. It's what I said.
Whatever, facts.
So
come on, Diana Rossini.
The cupcake is chocolate or the frosting is chocolate or both is if we had a third option. Because look, that's you guys are just wrong. Just wrong.
If you would like to tell Joe that he's wrong, 210-656-ESPN.
Yeah.
We should round up everybody in the building to come in, let Joe ask the question, and see what the answer is.
Uh-huh. Sure. We could do that.
Because I went down the hall expecting vanilla cupcake. And, oh, dude, they're chocolate. This is awesome. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Turns out it's red velvet.
Which is just gross. Red velvet.
It's basically chocolate with some red dye. I mean, it tastes like chocolate.
Uh-huh. Well, why do they put the red dye in there?
So they can call it red velvet and sell it for more.
Whatever.
Sounds fancy.
Before we get into the Spurs talk, there's a Barstool has tracked down Vrabel and Rossini's friends, apparently. There's a picture now of all the friends there.
Okay.
So apparently the internet owes them an apology, according to Dave Portnoy and Barstool Sports.
So you have a New England-based guy defending the New England head coach. Just, I mean.
Yes.
Now, again, there could have been friends there, but there were no friends at that bungalow on the rooftop. I mean, when you vacation with friends, are you with said friends 24 hours a day?
No.
You could sneak off for a couple hours if you wanted to?
Well, I'm not going to sneak off.
Well, not sneak off, but you're not with them 24 hours.
No.
So, all right, who gives a damn that there were other people there? There weren't other people in those photos. Unless it's that fancy iPhone picture that eliminated some folks.
That
off
may
the
have been
rooftop.
it. Yeah, who knows? Look, I don't know, and it doesn't matter to me, to be quite honest with you. I mean, if Vrabel, Diana Rossini's a very attractive woman. If Vrabel wants to, dabble, that's his business.
And now it's ours.
Now it's ours
because of the internet.
We get to dabble with Diana Rossini and Mike Vrabel.
Well, it started off sounding so different.
It did. Oh, my goodness. Everybody on our YouTube page is saying red velvet is just chocolate.
It is.
Is it?
Yeah. Are you going to Google it?
I'm going to Google it. I will.
Ask ChatGPT.
I'm going to do that. Is red velvet chocolate? There it is right there. Look, it says not technically a chocolate cake, but rather a distinct mild cocoa-flavored cake with tangy buttermilk flavor. So, bam! It's not chocolate.
What is cocoa?
It's cocoa. It's not chocolate.
When you were a kid and you made chocolate milk, did you put cocoa in there to make the milk chocolate?
No.
Yes.
No, I put Nestle Quick in there. That was not cocoa.
Which is cocoa powder.
That's cocoa.
It's not cocoa.
It is.
Oh, my God. Am I going to have to Google that, too?
Yes.
Holy cow.
Let's see. Hot cocoa. Do you ever do that?
Well, that's Miss what's her name? Swiss Miss. Let's see here.
Miss It's great radio.
Well, it is. So, yeah, talk.
Joe
so
type. Boom, 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 boom.
Nestle Quick is a popular chocolate-flavored powder.
Mm-hmm.
It's not cocoa. There's a difference between chocolate and cocoa.
Is cocoa chocolate?
I don't know.
Let's Google again.
I don't know. Because but there's a difference. There's a different flavor.
Well, yes.
How do you spell cocoa?
Cocoa is the core ingredient in chocolate.
The core ingredient. It's not chocolate, though, is it?
It's in the family. I mean, you realize, like...
Cocoa is not inherently chocolate, but rather the roasted, processed, and defatted powder derived from raw cocoa beans.
Cacao.
Whatever. It's not inherently chocolate. That's what it says right here. If you've ever had cocoa and hot chocolate, there's a distinct difference between the two. There is.
But it's still in the family.
Oh, well, okay.
I mean, nobody said red velvet is chocolate. They said it's basically...
Yes, y'all did say that.
Basically
Did
chocolate.
you not say that, Pledge?
Basically chocolate.
Basically.
It's basically chocolate.
You guys didn't say that.
We did. We actually did. We said it's basically chocolate.
Can we replay that? Because that's not what y'all said.
You can all check the audio vault at sasportstar.com.
I can't wait. Now see, Eric on our YouTube page, red velvet is just chocolate. It's chocolate. I can't read that one. I'm just saying, you guys don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Yeah.
Go get Nestle Quick and Miss What's Her Name and put them side by side. There's a distinct difference between the two.
Well, of course, because there are various types of chocolate out there. You know, when you get the little assorted bag of mini candy bars, you've got the special dark chocolate that nobody likes, right?
Okay.
Love that.
You do? Of course you are, because that's like when you get the variety bag of chips, the Cool Ranch Doritos are the last ones to be eaten because nobody likes that, but they're in there. Then you have your Hershey's milk chocolate, then your Mr. Good bar, and then the Crackle. They're all chocolate,
but they all taste
this. Exactly.
They all taste
Red
different.
velvet is basically chocolate. It's not like the other chocolate ones that were in there. It's a little bit different, but it's in the family.
That's like saying my brother and I are identical because we're brothers.
No.
I mean,
but you're brothers. Red velvet's the brother
You're in the
of
family.
Chocolate. You're in the family. You're not identical twins.
Y'all are ridiculous. That's all I got to say.
We're ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
We're ridiculous.
You know, I've got to educate you guys on a daily basis. It's amazing.
I mean, you
it's
do.
Amazing.
I mean,
somebody bring us some. What's her name? Miss Quick.
Swiss Miss?
I'm bringing that in tomorrow. And Nestle Quick.
You won't remember.
And I'm going to show you. It's completely different. It's completely different.
We all know that. But they're still chocolate. Oh, my God. They're just different kinds of chocolate.
Cocoa is not chocolate.
All right.
It's not.
How many shades of blue are there?
I have no idea.
Is Cowboys?
You want me to Google that?
is Cowboys blue the same as Oilers blue?
No.
But they're both blue.
Cowboys are blue?
What color's the star on the helmet?
That has nothing to do with it. You're comparing apples and oranges.
I'm not.
Here.
I'm just saying that.
Which one's orange and one's red. So, it could be green.
But if you say blue, you might think of Oiler blue or Cowboy blue or Navy blue.
Honestly, when I think blue, I don't think of Cowboys. Well, honestly, I don't.
Somehow I don't believe you.
Silver pants, white shirts. That's what I think.
Blue star on the helmet.
Yeah, but I don't think about that.
Well, all right. But again, though, I can say blue, and there's a lot of different things, but you're not going to question it. Just like we're talking about chocolate. There's a variety of chocolates. You're focused on one and then saying everything else isn't chocolate.
Here we go, Minix. I'm going to give you a good standard answer. We can agree to disagree.
I can't believe this is a hill you're going to try to die on.
I'm not dying on anything. I'm just saying they're different. And we're talking about cupcakes, which started this whole damn argument.
Exactly.
And chocolate frosting is what I consider a chocolate cupcake. So if everybody else considers it different, then y'all just...
So on this box, it says red velvet.
Yes.
That's not red velvet icing.
It's red velvet inside the cupcake.
So the Gigi's Cupcakes, the professionals at Gigi's Cupcakes, which are fantastic.
They're wrong. They need to change that.
I was wrong. You were right.
Change the box, Gigi.
No, I think the cupcake people are telling you you're wrong. The cupcakes are decided by what's the actual cake part.
Can we get
not
this
the
sunk
frosting.
into retirement now?
Uh-huh.
Yes, you can. I'm going to leave right now. Go get some Miss Quick.
Well, I mean, you are Mr. Quick, so it does work.
Swiss Miss.
You don't want to miss.
You know, I don't know.
You can't be Mr. Quick and miss at the same time.
You guys work with guys like I work with every day. God bless you. It's unbelievable. I'm glad he likes everybody he works with. Apparently, anyway, that's what they say publicly. He's only going to be watching. So is Steph Castle tonight. Let's talk some Spurs basketball because we may have something we can agree on. Who knows?
I doubt it.
I doubt it too. This is the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Hey, I want to introduce you to a new sponsor that I'm very proud to endorse here. It's called Window Nation. And I got a heck of an education the other day from the folks at Window Nation. They came in here and gave us a complete demonstration of why you need to make sure your windows are properly sealed. And so, I mean, it just makes sense, right? It keeps the hot air out of your house, the cold air out of your house, so your appliances work better. I'm talking about your air conditioner and your heater. That's what Window Nation does. And you don't have to take my word for it. If you go to windownation.com, ask them to come out and give you the same demonstration. You are going to find out that having good windows in your house will make all the difference in the entire world. And right now is a perfect time to buy because they're having a sale. It's called the More You Buy, the More You Save sale. You could save up to 50% off all your windows. Up to 50%. That is an incredible deal. Plus, you could get 0% interest for 5 years. It's a heck of a deal. It's not going to last that long, so you might want to think about it. I know a lot of you, especially if you live in an older house, that's important, and it's important that you have the proper windows in your house. It's going to save you a lot of money in the long run. Window Nation. Take advantage of the sale that they're having right now. The more you buy, the more you save sale. It's not going to last forever. It's too good of a deal to last forever, so it will end soon. So check them out. All you have to do is go to windownation.com. That's windownation.com. Ask them to come out and show you how it works.
This is an important notice to all U.S. taxpayers. The IRS is giving away billions of dollars in tax savings through a federal program called the Fresh Start Initiative to aid delinquent taxpayers. This initiative was established for anyone facing financial hardship and unable to pay their back taxes. Qualifying and enrolling in this program will stop all collections, settle your delinquent tax problem, and even reduce what you owe by thousands of dollars. Call the hotline at People's Tax Relief to see if you qualify and get this free information by dialing 800-927-1086. If you have unfiled tax returns or cannot afford to pay your personal or business back taxes, you can now get the help you need. One simple phone call can resolve your tax problem and save you thousands of dollars. To see if you qualify and to get this important free information, call 800-927-1086. 800-927-1086. 800-927-1086.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to OChoa, the #1 business phone system. OChoa works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation so customers get faster responses. And OChoa's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust OChoa. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try OChoa for free at OChoa.com/sports. That's OChoa.com/sports to try OChoa free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
Attention coaches, educators, and booster clubs. Need a fundraiser that's different from the rest? With Gardenville, supporters purchase something they already need. High quality, locally sourced mulch and compost. Your organization earns money on every sale. Real products, real value, with support from Gardenville to keep it simple. Ready to grow your fundraiser? Visit garden-ville.com/fundraising. That's garden-ville.com/fundraising.
Hi, my name's Jason Thompson. I've lived in San Antonio for more than 50 years. Went to grade school, high school, and graduated from law school right here. San Antonians have trusted me as their attorney after serious injury and fatality collision since 1994. My website is alawyerforus.com. Why a lawyer for us? Well, after several years of practice, I watched as insurance companies created their own law firms solely to defend against auto claims. Today, there are very few insurance companies that do not have their own captive law firm filled with attorneys whose job is to minimize what the insurance company has to pay on an auto claim. If you or a family member is injured in a traffic collision, you will need your own attorney. Just remember alawyerforus.com. For many lawyers you see on billboards, your case will be handled by a non-lawyer or a staff lawyer. If you call me, Jason Thompson, I will be the lawyer you speak with. The initial consultation is always free. If you or a family member needs an experienced attorney you can trust, I want you to call me, Jason Thompson. My number is 900-0400. That's 210-900-0400 or alawyerforus.com.
Confidence is knowing you're ready to handle whatever comes your way. That's what it feels like to take on your workday with Cintas. They make sure your AEDs are up to date, your fire extinguishers are tested and inspected, your floor mats are cleaned and delivered, and your workwear looks good, feels good, and is freshly laundered with the Cintas Apparel Plus program. So are you ready to take on today? Visit Cintas.com. And get ready for the workday.
Got a buddy who thinks he knows baseball? Perfect. On Rangers game days, prove it with the Morning Huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. Pick the Ranger you think will launch it out of here. He hits 1, you and a friend are headed to a Rangers game. He hits 2. Now, you've got tickets and hotel. Yeah, you're making a night of it, and your buddy's buying the first round. Wake up with the Morning Huddle. Call your shot and win the Morning Huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Texas Rangers.
What the hell is that? Oh my goodness. Our chocolate discussion, and I love the comments on our San Antonio Sports Star YouTube page. If you want to see what I'm talking about, go head over there, like and subscribe said page. We would appreciate that. But I have to remind some of the listeners that we're just regular guys.
That's it.
And some of the words that they're using, like we're scholars.
We are scholars.
Obstinate. You got to talk slowly and define things.
On
for me,
Twitter, EB21122 tweets at me, Jason Minix, does not include at Joe Reinagel 210. Joe is just rage baiting today, isn't he?
No, I'm not.
It's just a day that ends in Y, my friend.
See, here's the thing that you need to know, and I think some people know this. Look, we don't rehearse this stuff, and we don't talk about, I'm going to say this while you say that. It's how it is.
It's the same arguments we'd be having if we were sitting at the brew pub
exactly right.
or on the back porch or in the office, because Joe's wrong on this. I'll call him out, and he will die on the hill trying to prove himself right.
Absolutely. And
now, during the break, he did admit he buys cupcakes based on icing, his preference.
I do.
And there are times when he's in a setting like today where cupcakes were available. He'll just eat the icing and throw the cake away.
And it was chocolate icing. So to me, that's a chocolate cupcake.
But you're wrong. According to Gigi's, they wrote red velvet.
I'm writing Gigi's a strongly worded email and say you need to change that.
It didn't say red velvet.
If Gigi's is listening, please call this radio station 656-3776. If anybody from Gigi's is listening.
Why would she call in to argue with you? Well, she knows she's right, and you're going to try to make the professional cupcake lady wrong.
Look, just because she's got her name on the cupcake box.
I don't even know that the people that work there are actually named Gigi.
They may not be.
I have no idea. But you got to get this right. You've got grandkids. You got to teach them right, man. You can't teach them this way.
Dude, I will have those kids knowing the way things are.
It's the cake. That's what determines the flavor of the cupcake.
Well, you keep going on believing that lie for the rest of your life, Minix, and then I'll go on knowing the truth.
Your truth.
Yes, which is all that really matters, is my truth. And the truth of it is...
Pledge wants to ask your daughter.
Yeah, I want to know, like, if we posed the same question, we said, we brought you this flavor cupcake, what flavor do you think the cupcake is?
Well, you can call her, Pledge, and ask her, which one do you want? You can choose from 5.
I just want to know if they unlearned what you tried to teach them in life.
Are you kidding?
Really?
Those girls had the best life in the world growing up. What are you talking about?
They did, but that doesn't mean they're cupcake smart.
Well,
although I know Casey, she's pretty good. I think the better person is to ask Maggie.
No, Maggie's working, so she can't talk. Yeah.
Wemby won't be working tonight. He's been officially ruled out. So is Stephon Castle. He is out tonight. Of course, we'll have more on the Spurs Blazers coming up 5:30 on Game Night San Antonio, brought to you by Vision Source. No, I'm not worried about tonight. It doesn't matter, win or lose. The chances of the Spurs getting the 1 seed or as about as Joe saying, all right, you know what? I've been wrong all along. It ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen.
Well, it's not going to happen. Look, OKC has a back-to-back. They destroyed the Lakers last night, and they've got the Clippers in number 2 tonight. They're most likely going to destroy them too. If they do, then that gives them the number 1 seed in the West or a Spurs loss, either one. So it's not going to happen. And I think most Spurs fans are resigned to the fact that the Spurs are going to be the number 2 seed. Although, you talk to Spurs fans at the gym that I go to, and they're still hanging on. But at this point in time, I don't really think that it matters other than pride, honestly, for Spurs fans. I think all of that matters, and you want to say you're the number 1 seed, but what difference does it make if you're going as a 2 seed and you win the championship? It makes no difference what you were to start the whole process.
You know, what I find interesting, because at least consistently on this show over the last couple of weeks, they're going to be the 2 seed. would love to get the one, but not happening.
Doesn't matter.
You know, we were in the office earlier before Cupcakes entered the building talking to Sam I Am from Bob FM.
Yeah.
And he was like, you know, I'm good with that because the pressure of dealing with the 1 seed might be too much. Shut up. All right? I mean, really? I mean, it's still the 2 seed. You're still in the playoffs, but, yeah, I didn't want it anyway. The pressure of being the 1 seed is too much. And again, if you're a Spur fan wanting to go down that road to convince yourself it's okay, none of us thought we would be a 2 seed at the beginning of the year.
No.
We were hoping to be a 6 seed.
Right.
And we would have considered that a great season.
Yep.
As well as they have played this year, because none of us thought 60 wins either. It's been a great season, but it's been so great that now, if you get bounced in the second round, you're disappointed. Now, I think we could look back and say, great run. Well, we're going to be better now because we've got these, playoff battle scars now. But in reality, this season has already been nothing but chocolate icing. It is fantastic.
It is fantastic.
It is fantastic.
Yes.
60 wins, check. 2 seed, great. I don't want the 1 seed. It'd be too much pressure. Come on, Sam.
I think the Spurs would love to have the 1 seed, obviously, because you've got home court advantage throughout if it comes down to that, and Spurs in Oklahoma City. But it's not going to happen that way. But look, Spurs are going to be have home court advantage in the first 2 rounds of the playoffs. And if Oklahoma City makes it to the Western Conference Finals, which everybody expects them to do, then you'll have to start out on the road. But it's not a big deal. I don't think. Spurs have played Oklahoma City very well this year. And if we're fortunate enough to get to that point in time, then I'll feel pretty good about our chances. Although Oklahoma City, I will say, has stepped it up a notch. Have they not? I mean, they really have. I know the Lakers are wounded. They don't have their 2 best players, but it was an absolute bloodbath last night in Los Angeles, a bloodbath. Oklahoma City just took no prisoners.
What I'm curious of, because you look at Oklahoma City and what they've done over the last couple of days, and it's very much like what the Spurs had been doing to the bottom dwellers.
Uh-huh.
And you cannot put the Lakers in the category that their record and standings shows they are right now because of their injury situation. But what I worry about is you look at Oklahoma City right now and feels like they have found that playoff gear. They are playing such incredible basketball right now. I mean, they are blowing everybody out. I mean, you look at like last night, 123-87, Utah 146-111, LA 136-96. They did have that overtime win against Detroit. They beat the Knicks by 11, the Bulls 131-113. It feels like they have ratcheted up their play on both ends of the court, almost like flip the switch. It's let's get into playoff mode now.
Well, and they've done that, and they're healthy. Everybody's healthy on that team, and the Spurs will get that way before the season, before the playoffs begin. Everybody's going to be healthy, so that's the good news. Look, I want everybody healthy. If the Spurs go on to win a championship, then they did it, and they went through the best, and everybody was healthy, and there's no excuses for anybody. The Lakers are going to have a problem, and in fact, I think they will end up falling to the 5th seed. Where they're going to end up most likely playing the Rockets and have to go on the road to Houston for the first 2 games. Just let me how good all 3 of the top seeds in the West are playing: Oklahoma City, San Antonio, and Denver. All 3 of those teams in the last 10 are 9-1.
Yep.
I mean, that is an incredible. The Nuggets are riding a 9-game win streak. The Thunder are on a 6-game win streak. Obviously, the Spurs won the other night. They had their streak snapped the other day by Denver. So, look, it's going to be a battle. And I don't care who you are or what you think of the Spurs team, and I think they're very good. They're very good. And they got just as good a shot as Oklahoma City or Denver. But it's going to be a battle when it comes to those 3 teams. I guarantee you. And do you really want it any other way?
No.
I mean, the best playoff series I ever saw was the Spurs in the finals against Detroit.
Oh, yeah.
And that series could have gone either way at any point in time. But you know what? When the Spurs came out on top in that series, to me, that's obviously the first one will always be my favorite, I guess, in some way, shape, or form. But that series against the Pistons in 2005, I'll never forget it because it was just that good, and that's what I want to see. I want to see basketball played like that, and I want to see games coming down to the wire, and that's what makes the playoffs exciting. And if you go on to win a title after that, it's just that much, to me anyway, that much more satisfying.
Well, and you look at, because I think 99 obviously special, 05 because it was incredible, 14 because of what happened in 13 and the mission that those boys were on. We get one this year. I'm not sure where you rank it, just because the drought has been, and let's see what that road is like to get there. But I mean, then that next one, it's like a Cowboy fan. The next one might be the greatest because you wondered if it was ever going to happen again. Some of the teams that San Antonio has had over the last 5-6 years, you wondered if it was ever going to truly happen again. And the fact that in a relatively short period of time, even though it's felt like forever, they're back in the mix. That's the cool part. And then you get a game tonight against a Portland team that's playing really good basketball right now. They're going to be a play-in team, but where in the play-in are they going to be is still up for grabs. And no Wemby, no Castle. They need this one so much more. I don't know what to think tonight, but I don't even really care. And I know I know I should, but I don't, because I'm just ready to get to the postseason. No Wemby tonight. I do want to see him play one more game and get 21 minutes in that game.
And I think he will against Dallas on Friday.
And that makes perfect sense, because all the talk in this 65-game rule, get there. Just get it so we don't have to what if and BS and all this other stuff, because he is going to win Defensive Player of the Year.
There's no doubt about it.
And if he's not eligible, I don't even know who would be second. I think they should say, we're not having it this year.
I think they probably should say that.
If he's not eligible. But the all-NBA teams and all that kind of stuff, just give me one more game so we don't have to talk about that all off season.
We're going to talk about it. And I think, Jason, you asked the question, where would this one rank? I think for a lot of new Spurs fans, it's going to be like we feel about 1999.
Uh-huh.
It's that first one. It starts it's a whole new group. It's a whole new story to be written. So if the Spurs are fortunate enough to go on and win a championship this year, then I think that starts a whole new chapter in Spurs history. That other is gone, or a whole new book, I should say, because that other book's already written.
Yeah, this is the Mitch Johnson book.
This is a brand new book, and the Victor Wembanyama book, and I think it starts completely over, and hopefully a new dynasty. I would love nothing more than to see the Spurs go another 20 years like the other ones did, and make the playoffs and win 5 championships in the meantime.
Then you see in years later, like that photo of Manu posted, Boris Diaw in town, Tiago Splitter, and they're all getting together. Then you look, and Tiago's the head coach of the Blazers.
Yes.
Like, dude, you're not old enough to be this.
I know it, man. It's crazy, but it's exciting that we're back in this point in time. And I'm with you. I don't care what happens in these last 3 games. Just everybody stay healthy. That's all I care about. I want everybody to stay healthy and get ready for the playoffs, because at this point in time, it doesn't matter for the Spurs if they win, if they lose. Obviously, you don't want to go in on a losing streak, but if they lose these last 3 games, so what? Doesn't matter. You put this to bed and you move on, and hopefully everybody's healthy and ready to go. That's what I want to see. So Portland tonight inside the Frostbank Center. Late tip-off tonight on ESPN at 8:30 for Portland. Portland does have something to play for. Dallas on Friday does not. So that's why I like Wemby in that game. Get his 20 minutes. Get him the hell out of there. And then if Denver needs to win on Sunday, so be it. I don't care. I don't want to see Wemby playing in that game against Joker or anybody else. So that's kind of where I sit. What do you think about tanking? Are we seeing that?
What I hear is, the NBA is trying to do something about it, especially with what we saw last night. And Draymond Green, his words last night, maybe they did resonate some with the commissioner.
I think he talked about chocolate icing on cupcakes too, and he agrees with me. I'm just saying.
I don't think so.
We'll hear from Draymond.
He's too smart for that.
Well, no, not really. Yeah, not really.
Doc's a bum.
We'll hear from Draymond. Well, we'll talk tanking in the NBA and what they plan to do about it. We return here on the Blitz. A 94-1 San Antonio Sports Star. I tell you what is a smart decision and something that you should look at and know is the absolute truth is a Connecticut quality water softener is the best water softener on the market, bar none. There is no comparison to anything else. Connecticut just does it better than everybody else. That's why it's the most popular water softener on the market. That's why they've been serving San Antonio for over 50 years. I love this thing. It's been in my house now for several months, and I don't know what I'd do without it. It is just that good a product and makes everything better. And all along, I know that I'm protecting my dishwasher, my washing machine, all the pipes in my house, everything from the hard water that we have here in San Antonio and South Texas. But maybe the cherry on top, or what makes this even better, is the reverse osmosis drinking station that I've got there installed in my kitchen sink. You can have the same thing. You buy a Connecticut, the fine folks there are going to give you one for free. They'll install it right there at your kitchen sink. And basically what that means for you is you've got bottled water right there at your kitchen sink. You no longer have to drag that bottled water in from the grocery store, throw away the plastic bottles all over the place. You don't have to do that anymore. You just fill up a glass and you've got bottled water right there at your kitchen sink. It is a game changer. Not to mention the fact that they still have 0% interest for 12 months. It is the perfect time to get yourself a Connecticut quality water softener. Treat your family to the very best while you're protecting your home and all the appliances inside. 656-PURE, 656-7873, or you can get them online at ConnecticutSA.com. And you know the jingle, sing it with me. It's the last water softener you'll ever own. Call 656-PURE. Connecticut.
This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, KTFM Floresville.
Ahead of the field and throws it down with a right hand.
Your home for the NBA.
Most of us go to the doctor when we're sick or need prescriptions refilled. But at the Institute for Functional Health, we offer a different and complete version of primary care. This means you will get the medications you need, but we will also put together a custom game plan to fix the root cause and allow your body to heal itself. I'm Dr. Torres at the Institute for Functional Health, and we help people get off of medications. Call me for a free consultation, 468-1891, or online at iffhealth.com. You will experience a doctor's visit unlike any you've ever had. 468-1891.
Did you get the video?
Let me check. Nah, it's still trying to send, I guess. Oh, wait, it just came through. What? That is hilarious.
It might only take a second to check your phone while driving, but that's all the time it takes to change everything. Whatever it is, it can wait. Because whether it's a ticket, a crash, or a life, it's not worth it. Put the phone away or pay. Paid for by NHTSA.
Buyers Barricades is proud to provide traffic control, rental, and sales for work zones and events in the San Antonio area and beyond. Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. Learn more online at buyersbarricades.com. That's buyersbarricades.com.
Thomas J. Henry Law fights even when the insurance company says your claim is worth nothing. Thomas J. Henry doesn't back down. That's how we put over $1 billion in our clients' pockets in just the last 4 years. Visit thomasjhenrylaw.com. Principal Office, San Antonio.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to OChoa, the #1 business phone system. OChoa works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation so customers get faster responses. And OChoa's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust OChoa. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try OChoa for free at OChoa.com/sports. That's OChoa.com/sports to try OChoa free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
On top of home and auto, Progressive protects your boat, RV, and motorcycle so you can explore the unknown.
Actually, we just take the RV to the same campground every year.
Well, maybe you can catch your own dinner on your boat.
Oh, we can actually get pizza delivered there from this brick oven place we love.
Will you at least try a new topping?
Honestly, probably not. We kind of have a go-to order.
Fine. Just bundle home or auto insurance with your outdoor vehicles with Progressive and stay protected when you go, I guess, where you've gone before. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Not available in all states or situations.
The largest gun show in San Antonio is at the Shriner Auditorium this weekend. Texas Gun Shows is open this Friday from 4 to 7 p.m., 10 a.m. to 5 Saturday, and then 10 a.m. to 4 Sunday. Texas Gun Shows is at the Shriner Auditorium on 1604 this Friday through Sunday.
Harry Douglas here. Let me ask you something. What if you can enjoy the taste of a cocktail, the warmth of a spirit, and still stay fully in control? That's RK Zero Proof, a pioneer in the alcohol-free spirits category. RK delivers bold flavor and a real warming sensation with zero alcohol, zero sugar, zero carbs, and 0 calories. Perfect for nights out, social gatherings, or anytime you want the experience of a drink without sacrificing tomorrow. Check it out at rkbeverages.com. That's ARKAY beverages.com. RK. All the flavor, none of the alcohol.
Your furniture is free at Bob Mills when San Antonio wins it all. For a limited time, buy any furniture, and when San Antonio wins the championship, your furniture is free on me. You could win it all at Bob Mills.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
Well, the Houston Texans picked up the fifth-year options on both quarterback C.J. Stroud and all-pro defensive end Will Anderson Jr. Their salaries for 2027 under those fifth-year rookie options is almost $26 million for Stroud, while Anderson is due over $21.5 million. Spurs return to action, taking on the Portland Trail Blazers tonight. No Wemby, no Wemby Castle. Tip-off 8:30 inside the Frost Bank Center.
Joe Reinagel.
That's the third time in 7 seasons the San Antonio Spurs are the NBA champions.
Jason Minix.
They go back to big day as Super Bowl champions. Dallas 52, Buffalo 17.
It's the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
On a hump day!
Hump day!
Hump day!
Hump day!
Happy hump day, everybody. Hope you're having a great one, whatever you're doing, however you are doing it. I know if you get off work at 5 o'clock, you're happy. You are sliding right into the weekend. Oh, my goodness. It's here. Hump day's all over. Oh, kind of. At least the work part of it, that part of it. I'm Joe Reinagel. He's Jason Minix. This is the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
The tanking got us a Wemby.
It did.
Got us a Harper. It got us a championship-level basketball team. And we all hate tanking. But when you do it and you know what the hope is, we went through it. I don't know anybody that enjoyed it. It sucks. But it feels like this year it has gotten way out of hand.
Ridiculous.
And it's easy for us to say that because we've got a 60-win basketball team in San Antonio. We look, how dare you disrespect the game? What is Wemby's word? We play ethical basketball.
Ethical basketball.
Yeah, we've done it successfully. Tanked. Hell, Greg Popovich started load management. Things that we bitch about today. Because when it was done originally, the intent is now extreme. Now, part of that is this is a deep draft. But last night in that Golden State game, it was like over-the-top stop, right? Draymond Green was asked about the Kings' strategy because Sacramento should have won that game last night. Then they started fouling and did everything they could. And Draymond's like, they need to get fined.
I saw a team tonight foul Seth Curry with 3 minutes to go in the game for no reason. In the penalty, I get fined when I do wrong. Just fine the hell out of people. You know, we love taking money from players. Keep fining the teams. I've seen 2 fines. And we all know everybody tanking. But you've seen 2 fines. You know? If it was players, we snatched that money in a heartbeat. Why isn't it the same? Everybody love money. Well, so, the punishment for players is always, let's take the money. Well, now it becomes time to punish teams, and all of a sudden nobody don't know what to do. Why not? We know exactly what to do when somebody gets a technical foul or suspended for a game. We know exactly what to do. All of a sudden, we got team issues, and we don't know what to do. What happened to the whole take the money stuff? Everybody else trying to reach a quota too. But when it comes to player discipline, we want to snatch the money as fast as we can. Come to team discipline, and we see 12 teams tanking. We seen 2 fines. My math serves me correctly. That's 10 that ain't been fined. Just some quick math. It could be wrong, so don't judge me if it's wrong. But, we don't keep that same energy when it comes to teams, when it comes to officials, when it comes to everybody but players. We don't keep that same energy. But it's a players' league.
Well, if you didn't see what happened last night, it was about 3 minutes to go in the game between Sacramento and Golden State. The Kings were actually up by a point. So they intentionally foul Steph Curry as he gets across the half-point line, or the half-court line. And for what reason? There was no reason to do it other than you wanted to lose the game. And the Kings end up losing that game.
Now, the Jazz got fined $500,000. The Pacers fined $100,000 back in February for sitting healthy players. Those are the 2 teams that have been fined. Now, the NBA, according to Shams, the Board of Governors are going to vote, or they're expected to vote May 28th to make some anti-tanking rule changes. 18 teams, bottom 10 that missed the play-in and 8 that qualify are part of the lottery. Bottom 10 teams each have 8% shot at moving up, with other 20% split among the next 8 teams. All 18 spots drawn as part of a lottery. So right now, it's kind of like when the Spurs were getting Wemby. They only had a 14% chance, right?
True.
But so now they're going to try to make it an 8% chance. If I still think they're giving an advantage for suckage, so I don't know that it completely clarifies it. Now there is a Reddit out there that has a suggestion. Now I'm sort of on board with this, but sort of not, because what some dude on Reddit suggested, which has been making the rounds if you've seen it, is that let's take win-loss record and equate it to beer prices in the stadium. Everybody starts with an average $10 beer.
Okay.
Right? Everybody's beer is at $10. The more you win, the more expensive the beer gets.
Okay.
See, I'm not a fan of that.
All right.
But the more you lose, the least the beer gets cheaper. Yeah, I'm a big fan of that, because fans are still paying full price for not getting a full product when you have guys like Giannis that say they're ready to go and they can't go. Where do teams make all the money on game day? Concessions.
Sure.
So maybe you do correlate it to beer prices. All of a sudden, it's $2 Tuesday every night in the NBA for your teams that suck. At least give me a reason to go. I got cheap beer.
Well, that would give you a reason to go, and I guess that makes some sense. I'm just looking at the standings here, and it's ridiculous. Indiana's won 18 games this year, but hold my beer, Washington's only won 17 games this year.
Good Lord.
They're on a 7-game losing streak right now, the Washington Wizards. The Pacers have lost 3 in a row. Then you go down to the Western Conference. The Utah Jazz, they've lost 10 in a row. 10 straight. That fine really did a lot of good there, Mr. Silver. The Sacramento Kings, the team we're talking about, is tied with Utah at 21 wins. It's to the point where it's just ridiculous. I don't know what the answer is. And you get comments like that about beer. Somebody's got to try something. And even these new rules that they're going to vote on and do, maybe it helps a little. I don't think you're ever going to eliminate tanking in the NBA. And look, I know it goes on in other sports, but it is the worst in the NBA. And I feel bad for I say I feel bad for, say, Utah Jazz fans. They're probably like we were. They're on board with it. But who are they drafting that is anything like a Victor Wembanyama or Cooper Flagg?
I mean, and where I'm partial as a Spur fan. I think that's pretty obvious.
Sure.
I give the Spurs a ton of credit for trying to hang on. You know, after Tim, they had the bridge plan, and that dude Kawhi blew that up. But you had LaMarcus Aldridge, you had DeMar DeRozan, and they did things to try to keep things afloat and rebuild on the fly. And that doesn't work.
No.
You've got to bottom out. You have to.
Well, I don't know if you have to.
Well, I mean, you look at the teams that have done it successfully. You know, Oklahoma City is an example. I mean, Philadelphia has been trusting the process for 3 decades, it feels like. But you've got to also pick the right players and be lucky as hell when you do bottom out that who's sitting at the top of the draft. I mean, Spurs were very fortunate that they tanked when Wemby was there, but it was also very deliberate. They knew what the pot of the gold was, could they get there and actually win the lottery. And that's when they went all in on the tank mode. You know, before then, they were trying to stay afloat. They were trying to be competitive. But they knew they needed to bottom out, and they bottom out very strategically in the right year. And this is a very deep draft, which is why it feels like there's so many teams. But it is so bad, and so bad for the product. And after Draymond Green on the podium last night had the words you just heard, Shams is saying today, now the NBA is actually investigating what Sacramento did.
I'm told the NBA is investigating this situation, this foul that took place with over 3 minutes left in the game to Seth Curry. But King sources tell me that, listen, Doug Christie just made a mistake, a strategical error. He thought he had a foul to give with over 3 minutes to go to get a free timeout. That's the rule. If you have over 30 minutes left, he felt like he had a foul to give. He did not have a foul to give. So the Kings side is saying that this was a mistake. And this is the argument that's going on across the league right now. Tanking versus rebuilding. The Kings are 7-9 in their last 16 games.
Okay.
They were the worst team in the NBA when they went on this 7-9 run. Now they're around 4-5 as far as worst teams. So if they wanted to, quote unquote, tank, they could just continue to lose. They have been ravaged by injuries, I will say. They're obviously not a premier basketball team.
Well, look, Sacramento, whatever you think of that, and if Doug Christie, he ought to be fired if that's the deal. But that's how they're going to get out of it. Wow, it was just a mistake on my part. It'll be interesting to watch. I mean, will Indiana or Washington win another game this year? And I know they've got, maybe 3 games left. Will Utah or Sacramento win another game this year? And again, keep in mind, whatever team finishes last and has the most balls in the hopper, it certainly does not guarantee them anything. The Spurs were fortunate. I mean, flat out fortunate. Not only the Wemby year, but last year. And getting the second pick in the draft to get Dylan Harper. So you've got to have some luck, and the Spurs were lucky. And I guess the argument is, we got to have enough balls in the hopper, although the Spurs didn't. They didn't have as many as a lot of them. So you can get lucky just like Dallas did. Dallas didn't have the most balls in the hopper, but they were lucky. They got Cooper Flagg, and now they've got somebody that they can build around to try to improve that team. So all this, just because you got more balls in the hopper doesn't mean you're going to win.
But obviously, the more you have in that hopper, the better your chances are, and because they reward suckage. The more you suck, the more lottery balls you're going to have. That's what I think they need to eliminate.
Think about this. And if you are a fan of Sacramento or Utah, and I'll take those 2 teams, or anybody that didn't make the playoffs, the best team that did not make the playoffs at all is New Orleans. They're 37.5 games behind Oklahoma City. 37.5 games behind Oklahoma City.
Because the league tells you if you ain't going to win it all, it's a race for the bottom. and trying to get as many of those lottery balls as you can get. A 14% chance is better than an 8% chance. So if you finish in the bottom 3, you get that reward. That's the part they need to eliminate. And I do think you should not be allowed to pick in the top 5 in the lottery in back-to-back years, or maybe even every 3 years. And again, I know the Spurs work that very much to their advantage. I don't want to sound too hypocritical because I hate the tanking, but I hate what we're seeing more this year because you get rewarded for it. All these teams are playing by the set of rules that the NBA has agreed upon.
Well, this is true, and that's exactly what they're doing. But again, and Adam Silver, they're going to try and do something to it because he's a smart man, obviously, and he knows this is not good for the product. It's not. It may be good for the particular team. It was good for San Antonio. So Spurs fans were all for it. I wasn't, but Spurs fans were all for it. Now Utah fans are all for it, and Washington Wizard fans are all for it. Do they have fans? The Wizards?
3 of them.
Maybe. But they're all for it. But the rest of the league suffers, and it does, and I don't care what you say. If you've got a team like Washington coming in a month ago, and you knew they were tanking already, I mean, are you excited about that game? No.
When you think about the stretch that the Spurs have just gone through, up until Denver, not really a competitive game.
No, not at all.
Because they were playing a bunch of cupcakes. Chocolate cupcakes.
Chocolate ones or vanilla frosting? Jeez.
Well, vanilla frosting is different than a vanilla cupcake.
See, and I'm going to disown my daughter here.
Uh-oh.
Because she agrees with y'all.
Well, because she's a smart kid.
And I just, she's out of the will. That's it.
Out of the will over this.
Out of the will. Out.
Hey, Sam, I see you hanging out in there in the room with Pledge. Come over here a minute.
Oh, my gosh.
Sam, I am from 102.7 Bob FM.
Bob.
Have you heard any of our show today? Right now. All right, good. Come over here and sit down. Well, yeah, what do you mean, oh, no? I know you love being on live radio. You did a great job. It doesn't matter. Just pick your microphone. You're not going to be here long. Don't get comfortable. Great job in the staff meeting today.
Wasn't it? It was so awkward.
Yeah,
I was not ready for that
Well,
at
it was
all.
that shirt you're wearing. It's
so tight.
You shouldn't be wearing schmedium. I mean, you're being like James Pledger.
I was just
Quick
in a hurry,
question.
man.
I was going to ask if you were pregnant or not. I'm just saying.
After all those cupcakes, yes.
Well, so let me ask you about cupcakes. If I say to you want a chocolate cupcake, what does that mean to you? Is the frosting chocolate or the cake part chocolate?
Oh, no, it's the cake.
It's the cake.
Now, look, because they asked me if there were any chocolate cupcakes left, and I said no, because they had vanilla frosting on them. So to me, if it's a chocolate cupcake, the frosting has to be chocolate too.
No, cupcake. It's cupcake.
Well, but it changes the whole flavor if you have vanilla frosting on there. It's not
really.
chocolate. It does, Sam. It does.
See,
just because it's green, like if it's green frosting, doesn't make it like green flavored.
It changes.
Pistachio.
Changes everything.
It was red velvet.
Then you got red velvet, exactly. which is not technically chocolate.
For the record, and this is where Joe would get in trouble with the wife. If the wife said, "Honey, pick up some chocolate cupcakes," and they were vanilla cupcakes with chocolate frosting, he would think he did the job correctly.
Nobody makes vanilla cupcakes.
Yeah, those would be vanilla.
Do they make vanilla cupcakes?
Yeah.
So what if you had vanilla cupcakes and chocolate icing on there?
It's still a vanilla cupcake.
Jeez, y'all are ridiculous. Sam, goodbye.
So you're kicking me out.
I am, yes.
Right. Because you're right, Sam.
I'm going to go
you're
get
right.
another chocolate cupcake and pop out of this stadium.
Yeah, quit borrowing clothes from James Pledger, man. That's just weird.
Thanks, Sam.
I wear like 3 shirts to look this
Yeah.
Shut up. Thank you, Sam.
Oh, my goodness.
Thank you, Casey.
Yes. I was wrong. You were right. No, I'm not conceding that at all. Not at all. So y'all are all wrong, and I'm right, and that's the way that it goes.
Uh-huh.
Well, we're going to talk more Spurs, obviously, coming up on Game Night San Antonio, brought to you by Vision Source. We'll do that coming up in just a minute. But when we come back, what does it mean that the Texans are picking up the fifth-year option for both C.J. Stroud and Will Anderson Jr.? I know what it means, but are they going to get paid? Are they not? Or what's going to happen?
One will.
Well, we'll talk about that. Plus, we get some Cowboys news as well. We continue on a show where everybody's wrong but me. This is the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
And that show starts at 7:01 in Joe Reinagle's mind. The rest of us, we're hanging out, having a good time here on the Blitz. And if you want to do something right, especially with your family next Saturday afternoon, get over to Freeman Coliseum and watch the San Antonio Gunslingers. Explosive indoor football. It is a lot of fun, great fun for the entire family. And their next home game is not this Saturday, but next Saturday, April 18th, 4 o'clock kickoff against the Vegas Nighthawks. They're the defending IFL champions. The games are inside Freeman Coliseum, so weather is perfect inside. And you think about the San Antonio Gunslingers. This is year number 6 for them. This is San Antonio's team. They have been here, and they will be here. Professional indoor football. It is so much fun. Full contact, high-level athletes, big hits, crazy catches, lots of excitement. The game day atmosphere that they have is incredible. Indoor football is family-friendly fun. Take the kids. Get your seats at SanAntonioGunslingers.com. I highly recommend you try to get down there in those field seats that they have because you are so close to the action. The players will talk with you, jaw with you. It's a fun time. Get your tickets now, SanAntonioGunslingers.com. You can get tickets for next Saturday, April 18th, or you can get the full season packages. SanAntonioGunslingers.com. Again, that next home game next Saturday, April 18th against Vegas. Freeman Coliseum, 4 o'clock kickoff. SanAntonioGunslingers.com.
All right, step up. If you really know the Rangers, this is your game on Rangers Game Day. Make your call. In the morning huddles, Ranger Double Dinger Payday. Pick the Ranger who takes one deep. He hits one, you're in. Ranger tickets. He hits two, and then we're talking tickets and a hotel stay. Big swings, big rewards. Wake up with the morning huddle and cash in with the morning huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Texas Rangers.
Hello, my name is Jason Thompson. I'm an attorney here in San Antonio and have been practicing law here since 1994. And in the past 30-plus years, I've helped hundreds of San Antonians injured by negligent drivers. If you've been injured in a car-truck collision, call me, 210-900-0400. I did want to let you know of a very disturbing trend I've seen that you really need to be aware of. If an attorney or someone acting on that attorney's behalf calls you after a traffic collision, with very limited exceptions, that is called barratry or solicitation. It's a crime and is unethical under our state bar rules. Do not answer these phone calls. Do not hire an unethical attorney. Neither I nor anyone in my firm will ever call you after a traffic collision. If you need my help, and if you've been injured in a traffic collision, I think you do, you'll need to call me. My name is Jason Thompson. My number is 210-900-0400, or go to my website, alawyerforus.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
ZipRecruiter. Progressive knows you could have easily taken the freeway, but you took the scenic route to see a waterfall and an oddly busy boiled peanut stand. Discovering the unexpected is exactly why you bought an RV, so protect it with a bundle from Progressive. Because although you may be 3 hours behind schedule, you're 6 jars of jam richer and possibly enrolled in a butter-churning workshop. Switch to Progressive and protect your RV, boat, or motorcycle by bundling with your home or auto insurance. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and third-party insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
San Antonio's newest sports headquarters, Novo Brewery. Juicy, thick-cut ribeye, picanha prime sirloin, Brazilian empanadas, stacked burgers, and more. This is bring your appetite food. Novo is attached to North Star Mall with late hours. Visit novobrew.com. Hey everybody, Joe Reinagle here for Window Nation. You know, spring is a great time to open your windows and wait, your windows won't open? They leak? They're cracked? They need repainting again? You know, getting top quality custom fit windows from Window Nation is easy and affordable. During the More You Buy, the More You Save sale, you could save up to 50% off. Plus, you could get them with 0% interest for 5 years. During uncertain times, one of the best investments you can make is in your home. So visit windownation.com now to book a consultation.
Dude, who knew how many people are just dead wrong about cupcakes? It's crazy to me.
It is crazy that
it's just nuts.
Regardless of everybody telling you you're wrong, you are so dug in. You've written your daughter out of the will because she told you were wrong. Everybody in the office has told you you're wrong.
Not everybody. I think we need an office poll.
Who has agreed with you? Has anybody agreed with
yes.
you on that? Who?
Bear County Social on our San Antonio Sports Star YouTube page has agreed with me. Yes. And I said, finally, somebody with some sense. Bear County Social Apparel. Chocolate cupcake means chocolate frosting. Bam! I was wrong. You were right.
No, he's not agreeing with you. He's asking you if you want him to make a shirt for you that says that.
No.
Yeah.
I want him to make a shirt that says, "We just don't know." Although on this, I just know.
The great cupcake debate.
And this will continue on.
Well, it might be settled right here because it says here on my screen that James is a chef. Now, I don't know if this is James Beard, but if it was, I would really take this for gold. James, where are you a chef at? And please tell me you're a pastry chef.
No, sir, I'm not a pastry chef.
Wait a minute. First of all, James, is a cupcake a pastry?
Technically, yes.
But not really.
As far as the name implies, it's a cupcake. So the name implies what it is. So if it's a cake, then it's a whatever you're making that cake out of, and it has chocolate frosting. If you go into any basic bakery, they're going to have vanilla cupcakes, and it'll say on the tag, vanilla cupcakes with chocolate frosting. So the name itself implies what it is.
Okay, well, here's my dilemma, James. So,
James, is Joe wrong on this? Yes or no?
Wait, no, just hang on a second.
He's 100% wrong, sir.
Oh my gosh, dude! I don't know where you went to bakery school, but we need to check their credentials. I'm just saying.
James, where did you go to culinary school?
I got my degree in culinary arts at St. Philip's College, sir.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
and you have a job now as a chef?
I was a chef for over 25 years, and I am currently not as a chef right now at this exact second.
James, seriously, let me ask you this.
Yes, sir.
We had a box full of cupcakes today. All right? And
yes, sir.
Some of them had vanilla frosting. Some of them had chocolate frosting on there. So if somebody said, "Hey, Joe, go get me a chocolate cupcake," what do you think? I'm handing them you think I'm handing them vanilla icing? No, I'm handing them.
If the cake is chocolate, yes.
Well, then they would tell me you're wrong. I wanted chocolate ice.
Then you specify that when you make your order.
You guys are making this too complicated.
You're the one making it complicated.
James, I love you. I hope you make other. I don't know. What is your specialty, James?
I cook everything from scratch.
I know, so but you got to have a go-to. You got to have a something that you're just excellent at.
Italian, sir.
Italian. Now, see, there you go.
Yes, sir.
Now, you like red sauce or white sauce? I'm just asking.
Well, is it white wine sauce? Is it Alfredo sauce? There's a lot of different complications there, sir. Red sauce is not as simple as just a red sauce. There's about 15 different sauces. If you have the time, I could go into it, but I mean, it's not quite that simple, sir.
Okay, well,
James, I 100% appreciate you, man. Thank you. And again,
I appreciate you guys.
For the record,
I hope you burn your spaghetti.
For the record, you did say, I don't want to misquote you, that Joe Reinagle is 100% wrong on this.
Yes, sir. 100% wrong, sir.
Perfect. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you, James.
Okay. No, I was going for chocolate balls. Dude, you could have a line of chefs come on and say the same thing, and I'm not changing my mind.
Right,
it's the same thing.
Pledge, will you call Gigi's Cupcakes, see if they're still open?
Gosh.
I mean, is their phone number on the box in there?
Gizzards.
They're not gizzards.
Thank God.
They're cupcakes.
Uh-huh.
Their phone number's not on the box? All right.
Well, that's too bad. It really is.
Because they are the experts.
Well, maybe.
Have you ever made cupcakes?
No. I have not made cupcakes, but
Me
if
neither.
I did,
Me neither.
I would make them that I like. And
But your daughter said you were wrong.
Well,
and what did you text your daughter?
What does she know? She's out. She's done. Out of the will. Gone.
Wow.
There's a will?
You got 4 others that have to be thrilled at this point.
Yeah.
That one has been eliminated. Now it's just 25, 25, 25.
Well, let's call the rest of them. Maybe they'll all be eliminated.
Because I know Casey's not listening to the show, so you just texted her what?
Well, I just texted her. It doesn't matter.
No, it does.
Because she's wrong, too.
Because she's wrong. That's part of it. I think we've got Gigi's on the line.
Oh, my gosh. Are you kidding me?
Hang on. Pledge, hurry up.
Can I talk to Gigi's first?
No. There's no bribery here.
I just want to talk to her first, or them, whoever it is.
Yeah. Because Gigi's Cupcakes, which is over there in the Vineyard Shopping Center, 1604 in Blanco. Their cupcakes are fantastic.
They are delicious, yes.
And they had cupcakes
especially
here.
The chocolate ones.
Now, do we have who are we talking to? Jess. Jess, you're on the Blitz here on 94.1. He's Joe. I'm Jason.
Hi, Jess.
You are live on the radio, but you need to solve a debate that has raged all afternoon, the Great Cupcake Debate. Can you do that for us? It's going to be very simple.
I'd love to. How can I help?
When we talk about the flavor of a cupcake, for example, chocolate cupcake, are we referring to the actual cupcake or the icing?
Oh. I would say generally I think people are thinking of the cake.
The cake because it's in the name. Cupcake.
But you had to think about that for a minute. Now, if I put vanilla icing on a chocolate cupcake, it's not chocolate anymore, is it?
You are correct. Yes.
See, thank you. So, that's what I'm saying. So it has to have chocolate icing on it. And Jess, let me ask you this question. If I've got a box of vanilla icing and chocolate icing, and somebody asks me for a chocolate cupcake, which one are you handing them?
Well, in store we would hand you a chocolate cupcake because we don't usually carry chocolate with vanilla icing.
Jess, thank you so much.
But we had here at the station today, because you're answering everything very technical. But in your store,
great. I think she's fantastic.
It would be a chocolate cupcake, and then you would say what flavor the icing is, right? Like if I ordered cupcake, if I called you and said, Jess, I need a dozen cupcakes, I want chocolate cupcakes, you would say, okay, cool, and then you would probably ask, what kind of icing?
This is true, yes.
So if I said vanilla, you might give me a weird look, but you would put vanilla icing on the chocolate cupcake.
Yes. Usually if you said just give me a chocolate cupcake, you would, if you're only going to give one flavor, you're referring to the cake and the buttercream.
Oh, buttercream.
So if you just give me chocolate and there were no other specifications, we would just assume you wanted chocolate.
Thank you, Jess. So you have answered this perfectly, and I think you're great. And y'all's cupcakes are fantastic,
She's still telling you you're wrong, though, because, for example, here today at the radio station, we had, well, they were red velvet. We thought they were chocolate, but the box said red velvet with the white icing on it, right? So what kind of cupcake is that?
That would be a red velvet cupcake, which is technically chocolate, colored red, and a cream cheese buttercream.
See, and I just set up and got you to tell Ryan Ugly he's wrong on another one without even asking you, because red velvet is technically what?
Red velvet is technically chocolate.
Technically chocolate.
Thank
okay.
you.
Well,
Thank you, Jess.
Thank you, Jess. You were fantastic.
Exactly.
And the cupcakes are great too, by the way.
So, Jess, on the way out, will you tell Joe he is 100% wrong?
You can't say that because, right? I'm not. If I ask for chocolate cupcakes, Jess, from your place, you're going to, and I don't specify, you're going to put chocolate icing on there, aren't you?
Yes.
Sure.
Thank you so much.
But if you had...
No. That's it. We got to go. We're late for a break.
The
this is the
cupcake
Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
I control the microphone here. It's Jess... I'm not. A chocolate cupcake is the cake. Then you have the icing. She said she would assume...
a dead horse here.
Well, you are. You would assume the frosting is there. But if there was a chocolate cupcake with white icing and a vanilla cupcake with the same white icing, which one would be the chocolate cupcake?
It would be the chocolate.
Thank you. The chocolate. Thank you so much, Jess. I'll be at Gigi's to get some chocolate cupcakes. You are the best. Thank you so much.
You are so welcome.
Thank you, Jess.
See that?
Appreciate
there
it.
There you go. Y'all are wrong, and you're sitting here beating a dead horse when Jess, the expert, just said chocolate. Bam! Win. We got to go. This is the Blitz on 94.1, wherever the hell we are.
Apparently, Joe didn't hear that segment at all. That's insane. Good Lord. I was so thrilled. And he's still wrong. It's the cake. And red velvet is also technically chocolate. He's celebrating a loss. He's like his third place finish in the bracket. Hey, let me tell you about Quarter Moon Plumbing, Heating, and AC. 210-651-5899. 651-5899. I tell you all the time, they are experts at worst-case scenarios. Big job, small job, residential or commercial. But it's not always about emergencies. Sometimes it's about maintenance. Sometimes it's about taking care of a problem that you might not even associate with your AC. Like if your house smells a little bit off. That could actually be your AC. And at Quarter Moon, they've got a Breathe Easy package to kick that funk out of your system. What they're going to do is they're going to pull and deep clean your blower motor, blower wheel, and the AC housing. They'll clean the coil, disinfect the inside of your AC cabinet. Then they will install a UV light to zap bacteria and other nasty stuff that's hiding in your AC unit. You get cleaner air, a fresher smelling home, and an AC system that's going to smell like it should. The Quarter Moon Breathe Easy package. Call them and get that set up. 210-651-5899. 651-5899 or online at quartermoonplumbing.com.
It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Coming up on the Morning Huddle, the Spurs back in action. No Wemby. Was it no problem against the Blazers?
And the tradition like none other is teeing off. We'll talk Masters. There's NFL always circulating. You got to get up early to enjoy this. The party starts at 6.
It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. Mornings 6 to 10 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Healthy vision is about more than seeing clearly. It's about going beyond. From comprehensive eye care with the latest technology to advanced vision solutions that provide deep insights into your overall health. And with doctors who build lasting relationships founded on trust, ensuring that every detail is taken care of. I choose Vision Source to never miss out on life's precious moments. Vision Source, beyond your eyes.
Need a reason to call Thomas J. Henry Law after a car accident? How about $1 billion? Because Thomas J. Henry Law fights even when the insurance company says your claim is worth nothing. Thomas J. Henry doesn't back down. That's how we put over $1 billion in our clients' pockets in just the last 4 years. And why we're one of the largest personal injury law firms in Texas. Car accident? Visit thomasjhenrylaw.com. Thomas J. Henry, the name you know, the firm you trust. Principal Office, San Antonio.
Dave Ramsey here. The only water softener I recommend is a quality water softener from Connecticut. It really is the last water softener you'll ever own.
ConnecticutSA.com.
And tell them Dave Ramsey sent you.
Almost 90 years ago, Academy Sports and Outdoors was born right here in Texas. So we know a thing or two about a thing or two. Like beans don't belong in Chile. It's called a feeder road. And how far really means how long. We've been your neighbor for generations. That's why we're adding Texas-sized deals across the store, only in Texas. If you happen to find a better price at a competitor, we'll beat it by 5%. Academy. Fun can't lose.
The largest gun show in San Antonio is at the Shriner Auditorium this weekend. Texas Gun Shows is open this Friday from 4 to 7 p.m., 10 a.m. to 5 Saturday, and then 10 a.m. to 4 Sunday. Texas Gun Shows is at the Shriner Auditorium on 1604 this Friday through Sunday.
All right, our Sports Star crew, listen up. If you want to keep winning in life like our San Antonio Spurs do on the court, head over to Game Day Men's Health. Cibolo Shirts or Alamo Ranch, the roster stacked with all-stars just like our Spurs. Experts trained in hormonal health, erectile dysfunction, weight loss, advanced peptide therapies. Why go to the G League when you can take your talents straight to the top, baby? Whether you're tired all the time, you've got low energy, maybe you've got some weight gain or the brain fog, maybe you need a little help in the bedroom. I'm not here to judge. They've got you covered. Their Hall of Fame team and services like testosterone replacement and peptide therapies will get you back in the game. Located in Alamo Ranch or choose the Cibolo Shirts location on I-35 and 3009 across the highway from HEB. Call 830-376-9100 or visit GameDayMen'sHealth.com and book your appointment today. Win back your health, win back your life. It's game day. Let's go. That's 830-376-9100.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation, so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
Back here on the Blitz, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I'm Joe. He is Jason. And big night, maybe, for the Spurs. Can they win without Wemby and Steph Castle? Both of those guys have been ruled out for tonight's ball game.
Let's talk about it on Game Night San Antonio.
This is Game Night San Antonio. Brought to you by Vision Source on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star. Every weekday game night, The Blitz with Jason and Joe get you inside and ready for tonight's game. From insiders to an in-depth preview of tonight's game, this is Game Night San Antonio. Brought to you by Vision Source. Beyond your eyes.
No Wemby, no Castle tonight. Late start down at the Frost Bank Center. It is Game Night San Antonio, brought to you by Vision Source. Go see Vision Source South San Antonio. Dr. Diane Ramirez-Schenk. They're off of South Flores between East South Cross and Southwest Military. Your Dr. Gonzalez Vision Source. Dr. Diana Gonzalez on the Market Ridge area there near the HEB at 281 and Evans Road. I'm cool with Wemby sitting this one out.
Yep.
With what we saw the other day. Get him healthy, get him one more game, 20 minutes, likely Friday is what the word was coming out of shoot-around today, according to Jeff McDonald of the San Antonio Express News.
Well, it's interesting, and obviously we're focusing on Wemby and that because that's a big deal, but Steph Castle, maybe this is just a rest game, but he's had some knee issues throughout the season off and on. And so a little bit concerning with him, too. I'm glad he's getting the night off. And look, with Steph Castle, to my knowledge, and please correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think he's up for any postseason awards. Wouldn't hurt my feelings if Steph Castle didn't play again until the playoffs.
Other than the rust part, that's the one part that I'm a little concerned about because they will get a full week off.
They will.
And my guess is a lot of these dudes won't play Sunday. Now, the playoffs won't start till next Saturday or Sunday, the 18th or 19th. So Dallas has nothing to play for. They're playing out the string. Portland tonight has been playing better basketball as of late. Tiago Splitter has them playing well, and they're trying to figure out their seeding situation in the play-in tournament. So they do have something to play for tonight. Like I said, it's just going to be interesting to see where they all kind of fall when everything pans out. What's going to happen? Where is everybody going to be? But ultimately, tonight's game, without those two starters, and it doesn't matter if they win or lose. They got to win number 60. Like, they've achieved all the milestones.
They have, and tonight doesn't matter. It matters a lot to Portland. They can still catch the Clippers. And what's good about that, I mean, if you're in the 7 or 8 seed, you win that game, you move on. If you're 9-10, you got to win 2 games to move on. And so it makes a big difference. So Portland, yes, has something to play for. Dallas, as you mentioned, does not. Denver on Sunday will. They'll most likely have something to play for unless, something happens to Houston down the stretch or whatever. But 2 of the 3 games left, the opponent will have something to play for. Spurs will have nothing, because I'm assuming Oklahoma City's going to win tonight. They'll wrap up the number 1 seed. Spurs will be solid there at number 2.
And quite honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if the Spurs lost tonight, which would also clinch the number 1 spot for Oklahoma City. Although Oklahoma City's playing in L.A., and with the 8:30 start time for the San Antonio Spurs, it's not like Oak City is going to know really before their game unless the Spurs are just getting run out of the building, which I don't anticipate. But according to Jeff McDonald of the Express News, Wemby did go through practice today. Although when the media was allowed in to watch, he was not on the floor. And a team spokesperson said that the anticipation is Wemby will play Friday. Same with Steph Castle.
Okay, well, good. And again, just get him his 20 minutes. Look, at this point in time, these 3 games mean nothing to the Spurs, with all intents and purposes, other than the fact Wemby needs 20 minutes in one of them. And if he gets that against Dallas, great, then sit him down. I'm not worried about rust with these guys. I'm really not, because I think Mitch Johnson will appropriately get these guys and keep them in shape and keep them fine. It's only a week. It's not like it's anything else. I mean, they did that over the All-Star break. So I just want this team to be healthy going into the playoffs. That's really my concern at this point in time. Get these guys healthy, have them play, and that's it. And so if they lose all 3 of these games, it doesn't matter. Just be healthy going into the playoffs.
Because we know they've been playing great basketball. And like I said, they're fine. What I find interesting when you think about all these postseason awards, and we know it's important to Wemby. MVP is one thing. He is a runaway winner for Defensive Player of the Year.
No doubt.
But did you see this map thing that BetOnline put out this morning? Based on tweets, and nearly 2 million tweets, fans who they want to win MVP. And Vic, 47 states are rooting for Wemby or wanting Wemby to win MVP. And I find that very interesting because he is such a young player. Now, if they did something globally or France, it would make sense. But the 3 states that he is not favored, Luka owns California, Joker owns Colorado, and SGA is number 1 in Oklahoma. Every other state is on board with Wemby. And what I found most interesting about that is the popularity that the Spurs probably have outside of the bubble that we think they live in. And you kind of go through, you think about the big 3, and Tony Parker's one time comments something along the lines of, if we were doing this in New York or LA, we would be, major rock stars. Mm-hmm. And this just tells me the Spurs reach is so much more than what a lot of Spurs fans think. The little small market San Antonio, but Wemby is a show by himself. But, man, there are probably a lot more eyeballs on San Antonio than most of us realize. living in San Antonio.
Well, I think a lot of that is, look, just remember, I mean, when Tim Duncan was the guy here, Tim was not outspoken.
No.
He wasn't flashy. He just got the job done. Wemby is completely different in that, and we've talked about it, obviously, with him being asked the question about winning MVP and the his comments after that. I mean, the guy is, I don't want to say brash because he didn't do it in that way, but he said his mind. And he's such a different specimen than anybody else. And the guy, for being 7'4", 7'5", whatever he is today, and the things that he can do, from the three-point shot to handling the basketball to everything that he can do, he's just a different player than what's normal in the NBA. And I think that is attractive to a lot of people, including maybe people that aren't into the NBA all that much. But you're hearing about Wemby, and you're following this guy, and you watch him play, and I think people are intrigued.
It's it's going to be. I just thought it was, pretty fascinating that the only states that Wemby wasn't in, like, you would think that SGA or Luka would have, just from a star power. I don't know that I would have Wemby at the top of that list, right?
Mm-hmm.
But maybe he is. I just thought that was interesting is the only word to really come up with. It doesn't mean anything. But it is kind of interesting that 47 of 50 states, according to their Twitter geotag data, however they come up with this, with, 2 million tweets, it's Wemby.
Well, I find it fascinating because Spurs fans forever, especially during the dynasty that was from 99 to 2014. That was our battle cry. Nobody gives a damn about the Spurs. The national media is against us, and yada yada. And that was from Spurs fans, from media, from everybody. And I think at that time it was true, and I think it's different now. I just looked up on the TV up there. You got Windhorse, and what are they talking about? Victor Wembanyama. And so I think the publicity that he gets as well from the national media is a big factor for what you just showed there.
And maybe there are more voters out there that might be leaning Wemby MVP than we think. I mean, Defensive Player of the Year is done. Tonight's game against Portland, again, late start, 8:30 on ESPN, also on FanDuel, one of the few that are going to be left on FanDuel because FanDuel Network's going away.
Yeah, they're going away.
Spurs, by the way, 11-5 this year in games that Wemby doesn't play.
11-5. Well, that shows they're deep. But you got two of your big guns out tonight. You got Castle and Wemby out tonight. That could make a difference. Maybe it doesn't. Who knows? If the Spurs get the victory, great. No problem. But it doesn't really matter either way. So we'll see what happens. Extra Innings with Pleasure is coming up next here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Don't forget to get started with the fellas in the morning. Bright and early at 6 o'clock, the morning huddle with AJ and Rob. They'll get your first reaction of whatever happens here tonight. And then Minix and I, well, we may continue this cupcake debate tomorrow. No. I'm not sure. By the way, just before we go.
Something else to argue over.
Yeah, we will argue about something. The poll that we had on our Sports Star YouTube page, cupcakes win 76-24. The cupcake is chocolate, and you guys need to get educated overnight. Okay, please do so. In the meantime, I really do. I hope you all have a great night. See you tomorrow.
Can we get this sunk into retirement now?
Writing 410 with the Blitz.